Yes. Awesome. All right, we're up and running. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Real Life Sports. This is game 3 of the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. The Eastern Conference Finals, a series that finds itself with Miami ahead 2-0 in what we thought was going to be a bit more even than perhaps it is turning out to be. Tonight is a decisive matchup. Boston, in a do or die situation, does not want to find itself in the worst case scenario of being down 3-0, a score of which no team in NBA history has ever recovered. For the Miami Heat, it's been all hands on deck, everybody contributing to a team effort that has seen them lose only one game in these playoffs, looking to go up 3-0 and put themselves basically into the finals. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Down 17 points in the second half on, was it Friday, Wednesday, Thursday? Thursday. On Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah. The Miami Heat did it again as Boston blew yet another second half lead and managed to allow Miami to come back with a stunning 20 turnovers. And Bam Adebayo had a big there with 21 points. What else? Duncan Robinson, 18. Jimmy Butler, 14. Jay Crowder, 12. Tyler Hero, 11. And we are underway as Miami has been getting it done from all scorers here. Tatum, Brown, Walker, Tice, Smart, the starting lineup for the Boston Celtics. Boston just has to play better and just finish a couple possessions here and there, friend. What are we expecting to see out of the Boston Celtics today with potentially Gordon Hayward coming back?
Sorry, yeah, give me a sec. My things just like disappeared. I don't know where they are.
Oh,
1 second.
well, there you go. Goran Dragic, the star for the Miami Heat on Thursday night, 25 points for him, but the storyline was actually one of the role players, Duncan Robinson, who ended up going a pretty stunning 6 for 12 from the field. Not just 6 for 12 from field, but 6 for 12 from 3. All his shots were from 3-point range, and he hit 6 of them. 18 points for him as Goran Dragic gets the scoring going for Miami here with an assist to Bam Adebayo. Now, on the Celtics, up now 3-2. Smart getting it down to Jaylen Brown. Nice play there by Brown. Way to get in down low. Good hustle as Dragic tried to get his hands all over that ball. Brown refusing to let him have it here. Tatum working on Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler to Robinson. Let's see if Robinson can get his shot going early. That was huge to set the pace for Miami. Jimmy Butler posting up down low. Going to find Crowder here in the right corner. And Crowder going to put up a three-point shot that is not going to go. So far, the three-point shooting not falling for Miami. Boston going the other way is now Tatum on Bam. Tatum back out to Brown, resetting the play. 14 seconds on the shot clock as Brown drives in on Robinson. And Brown manages to finish. Did you get upset? Did you get set? Yeah.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
Okay. Robinson gonna plant here in the corner. It's an offensive foul against Bam Adebayo. Brad Stevens busting out the dual color polo here, a bit of gray and dark blue, neither really a Celtics color, but and the shirt tucked in. Brad Stevens means business tonight, and the Celtics have to get down to it. This is a team that we've seen being able to turn it on at times, especially from beyond the arc, but not lately. They just have to shore a couple things up and take care of the ball, and they should be able. If you're a Boston fan, should be able to get out of here with the W. But Marcus Smart's first three-pointer is no good. As Jimmy Butler drives in, Crowder back to Dragic. Dragic is going to put up 3, and Dragic is going to hit from the outside. 5 points now for the Miami Heat here, 2 minutes down in the first.
I'm good to go.
All right, there you go. So I'll restart the question. What do we see out of the Boston Celtics with potentially Gordon Hayward, who is active, I believe, for tonight's game?
I think and then Tatum goes in, or Tatum goes in to finish that basket there. Goran with the ball. I think with Gordon Hayward, gives him another defender and another option offensively. Kind of get the ball with some safety to it. Kind of disrupts the zone and doesn't let Miami play that zone that they've been kind of basically living off of. And Adebayo there is going to dribble it off his knee, and it's going to go out of bounds.
An early turnover for the
ball.
Heat. Yes, let's see if the Celtics can manage to capitalize here. 2 turnovers here in the early going for Miami in the first 3 minutes. little sloppy coming out of here. And Tatum short arms
Ooh.
it, but Brown gets the rebound, but not fouled on the attempted putback here. And Crowder's going to just take it coast to coast. Kemba is going to get called for a block.
Yeah, that's good effort from Crowder. We didn't see a very good performance out of him the other day, and him hustling down at the court like that, getting down, and also he actually created the block, and he did block the shot, get his own rebound, and he got down to the other court, pushing the ball and going in transition. The main thing that we want to, or that you kind of want to see, get these easy, quick buckets if possible. And Jay is able to hit the first shot. Kemba not happy with that foul. Don't really disagree with him. This is too loud.
Crowder
And then
at
Jay
the
Crowder's
free
going to
throw
shoot. Oh, my bad.
That's all good. Yeah, Crowder at the free throw line does connect and hits them both. So give Miami 7 and the Celtics 9 here in the early going. Decent pace. We've seen these two teams match up very well over the last two games. It's just Miami has been able to make more plays down the stretch. And
Oh,
wow,
great defense there.
that is
I love. Yeah, I mean Crowder getting in there real quick, real hard. He's pumped up. They're bringing the defensive intensity right away.
I love this.
He kind of reaches, but I mean he does eventually get his hand on the ball. So
yeah, he does
think
get ball.
Good call for a jump ball. There is a height mismatch and there is a jump.
I don't know. I've seen Jaylen Brown get up for them, and he does. Marcus Smart comes up with it, and actually Duncan Robinson going to be called for a foul.
Fouled? Yeah.
Yes.
That was weird because both people hesitated when they jumped.
Yeah, I've seen Brown have the ups though. Tatum to inbound, gives it to Kemba. Screen by Tice. Kemba's going to go for three here, and Kemba for three.
Kemba feeling it there early from three. That's exactly, if you're a Celtics fan, that's exactly what we want to see here. You want him to get in rhythm on those early step-in three-pointers.
I had a bit of an issue here. Go ahead.
Jimmy Butler's going to be guarded by Jason Tatum. Butler's going to go baseline. Tatum fends him off pretty easy. And Dragic is going to pretty much cross over Tatum. Tatum recovers nicely. Marcus Smart with the rebound. Kemba Walker guarded by Crowder. A little height mismatch here. I think Kemba Walker is able to just go straight into the body of Jay Crowder and finish. Could have been a possible N1. Celtics up by 7. Jimmy Butler here is going to be guarded by Kemba. Jimmy Butler is just going to discard Kemba, and he's going to find his spot at the baseline for an easy two-point jumper.
It actually looked like Kemba pushed off Jimmy. He's like, hey, go that way, go baseline.
That was weird. It looked like he let him actually shoot.
I'm curious if Kemba thought that there was somebody he had help baseline.
For help?
And
yeah.
There was nobody. Jimmy puts in the mid-range jump shot as Brown now working on Crowder. Ooh. Brown going to take a step inside the three-point line and will hit. Long range 2 is good for Brown. Good pace here in the early going. Celtics once again with the lead, 7 points. As Tice gets called for a little
Tice is going to get called for that foul there. Not the ones you really want to pick up away from the basket.
Man. It's a cheap foul.
Yeah, it's not that good. But
foul.
Hey, it does happen. He is being aggressive, so credit to him.
This is kind of the way the other games have gone as well. Remember, Boston has taken leads into halftime twice. Actually, they've taken leads into the fourth quarter twice, and they've managed to blow them.
Oh, he got fouled, no? Okay, he didn't. I thought he got held. I thought Bam got held and that didn't allow him to go up. You almost saw that he hesitated as he went up, but it could have been inadvertent. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
In either case, it counts as a turnover for Miami. Give them 3 here in the first quarter. 0 for Boston. Kemba just going to step into a 3, and that's going to come up short. Rebound down to Crowder, and Crowder's going to pull this one up. And Dragic going to work on Kemba here. Dragic going in. Crazy shot. Trying to draw a foul on Kemba, and nothing. This is just
I think he tried to draw the foul on it, and then I think the Celtics here are going to take a timeout, or somebody took a timeout. So that's going to send us to the first TV timeout here for the game.
Yes, indeed. With the Celtics up 16-9 here in the early going, wanting to welcome in all the viewers across both Twitch and YouTube platforms. Thank you very much for joining us on this Saturday evening, or perhaps if you're up early watching in Europe, it's Sunday morning. This is Relive
Yes,
Sports
true.
bringing you the Eastern Conference Finals, the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. I'm Ritz, that's Fran. We are ready to roll here. Rooting for the Celtics. I guess we want to see a series here. I
Yeah, I kind
mean,
of want to see a series, so I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna want the Celtics to probably take this game, so it's at least competitive throughout the series. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'd probably like to see the Heat make it to the finals. I think deservedly so. But hey, let's see what happens to make it a kind of a refs are looking for an altercation on replay. Interesting. And good
oh,
morning, Oz, to you as well. Yeah, it should be interesting. Basically, see where this game kind of goes. Just in this situation right here, this is a must win for the Celtics. But
absolutely.
this being a must win for the Celtics mean that they're probably going to come out supercharged and try to crush it. But at the same time, that's happened the last two games, and the Miami Heat have still been able to make adjustments in the second half and win the game. So this is something that is not necessarily new or old for the Miami Heat. The Heat also did this in the last series and also won Game 3 against the Bucks and put it to them. So this should be a very good fight today.
We like to make it harder on ourselves. Jimmy Butler was quoted as saying earlier today, we like being down double digits and being the comeback kids, apparently. So if you're a Boston fan and you find yourself up double digits, apparently Miami has you exactly where they want you. Boston, however, has been struggling against a 3-2, not a 2-3, a 3-2 Miami zone. Boston averaging 20 points fewer per possession against the zone than against the Miami defense. Fran, what is the 3-2 zone and how does Miami using it so effectively?
Basically, what they've been doing is running the people off of the 3 point line, but also at the same time they're getting into the passing lanes. So they're basically playing the 3-2 zone. They're doubling off of the 3-2, but then the person's actually jumping the passing lane, not necessarily the actual player. So that's how we see an extreme amount of turnovers and steals, which we've been seeing a lot of throughout this series. And that zone defense has a huge impact on it. It's a total disruptor to the Celtics offense, and it continues to be a problem for them moving forward. And it'll be interesting to see when Spo throws it out here. I'm assuming it'll probably be in the second half at some time. Or when the game's getting kind of iffy for the Heat. But let's see if the Celtics are able to adjust against this zone defense that the Miami Heat have basically been playing. Then again, if they're not, then Spo still has his mojo and his key to win the game here. And then Goran here is speaking to the referees. It looks like we should be resuming play somewhat shortly.
Yeah, a lot of we'll talk about the 3-2 zone a lot, and we'll point it out as we see it here. If you're following along at home, the game is broadcasting on ESPN, YouTube TV here in the states, and we are looking. What they are looking is a
Oh,
turnaround here by Dragic that potentially hits Kemba Walker in the face. A sort of follow through there with the
no.
elbow. It doesn't look like anything after a review was called. But as we were mentioning about the 3-2 zone, and we will see if Spo brings it out as Tatum's three is wide. There's been talk about how Spo has been out coaching Brad Stevens throughout this series, and you gotta believe if Miami goes to this zone again
Nice
as Bam
finish.
Adebayo finishes there with the left, and the Celtics cannot adjust after seeing it twice. Like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. But fool me three times. I mean, come on, Brad Stevens. Like, you got to do something here, buddy.
Yeah, I completely agree. It'll be really interesting to see. Right now, the Miami defense is not in there, and then Tice throws it right back down over Robinson there.
Yeah, heads up play by Tice to get the rebound off the Jaylen Brown miss. But we'll keep an eye on that. Ooh, active hands by Kemba, 9 the entry pass. Butler still gets it. Crowder extra pass to Robinson. Robinson outside for three, and
Woo! That is wet
Robinson
from Robinson.
hits it from three.
It's kind of a lucky play, not going to lie. It broke really well for Miami there.
Yeah, a little bit of a broken play that just kind of
Yeah.
goes Miami's way. A lot of 50-50 balls were going Miami's way the other night. It's just a bit of hustle there, and it ends up winning them games. Brown back to Tatum. He's going to step into a three of his own, and that's going to hit the front iron. Tatum doesn't really have his shot here in the early going as Tyler Hero checks in at the scorer's table, ready to come in at the next whistle. And Marcus Smart working on Dragic here. Defending. Ooh, almost could have
He's
called
going
a
to shoot
foul.
it again.
Robinson going to shoot again. That one is going to be long. 1 of 2 for Robinson. Remember, he was 6 of 12, all from behind the arc on Thursday night. Oh, as Brown got
Oh,
good foul.
Jaylen
This is
Brown's going to
continuation.
get the rebound
Yes.
there. I don't know if that's a continuation foul.
It
I'll be 100%
absolutely
honest with
is,
you. I don't
dude.
think so.
It absolutely
Because the
is.
foul's before.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, the foul's before that happened.
No. Well, it's the NBA. They're going to give it to him. I would give it to him. This is an impressive play.
I mean, there's no contact between Robinson and the player once he's shooting the basketball.
And here we go. Gordon Hayward is in for the first time since game 1 of round 1 against Philadelphia. It's been almost a month.
Hey, ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. I was right.
The free throw almost goes over the backboard. Gordon Hayward is in the game. We're going to have to switch up our calls here. Get used to calling a new player. Let's see if Hayward is fresh and how he can play. Remember, it was an ankle injury that held Hayward out.
It's going to be interesting because, especially on a bummed ankle, I don't want to watch it again. God, take that off.
That ankle is like 90 degrees.
Yeah,
oh my!
It's horrible. Stop showing that. Seriously, my God, nobody needs to see that. It'll be interesting though because Duncan Robinson and the players that he's probably going to have to guard, like they run a lot.
Well, the inbounds play a little two-man game between Olynyk, and Butler, and Olynyk just leaves it short. It's like no Celtic was actually covering either of the two. It gets it outside to Crowder again. The broken play results in a three-point shot by Miami. Celtics falling asleep on defense off the inbounds play yet again. Oh, come on. That was poor D.
It's like the three possessions yesterday. The Lakers got the three possessions and they make them count. To
Brown
the NBA.
outside, Tice for three. That's not quite his shot, but he doesn't actually make it. There, Rian Hero down with the rebound. As we have a first substitution for Miami, it's going to be Bam Adebayo working on Kemba, height mismatch. Now Crowder on Smart, back to the mismatch. Tice comes over with the double, leaves Kelly Olynyk wide open for three, but can't get it to go. Hayward down with the rebound, and now Hayward coming out with it.
His first touches of the basketball.
Hayward calling for Kemba. Hayward driving in, gets three. Oh, really a beautiful
nice play
pass.
Right there. Beautiful pass and look from Gordon right there using the pick and roll and the Tice roll right there for a really nice two-handed finish.
You see how Hayward sucked in the three Miami defenders, just put it right through them? That was brilliant. Adebayo working on Tice. Olynyk. Gordon Hayward goes underneath the screen and Olynyk gets a free shot off, but it goes in and out.
Yeah.
He's got to fight through.
You can't go under the screen. You can't go under the screen in this.
Too many three-point threats, says Kemba.
Jimmy with an incredible block.
Actually, I thought the rim denied it. Hayward gets it out to Brown. Brown for three as Olynyk tries to close out. The shot's no good. Adebayo with the rebound. You think
I feel like every scramble?
Jimmy actually
blocked it? Jimmy blocked it.
Okay. Hero
it's so
to
funny
Olynyk.
On every one of these scrambles, it's like just the defense is just sprinting to each player, and it's like get it to the 3-point line.
Butler driving.
Butler's going to go and one there. I think he should have finished it.
Yeah, he should have.
I think there was a minimal amount of contact there. He knows he probably. And this is going to be his possible block. No, they're going to show us the Gordon Hayward pass. It's a really nice pass there. It's pretty interesting that they have Olynyk basically guarding Hayward there. You're basically going to have Bam and Olynyk put in the pick and roll, both players not the most mobile in the world. So that's easy way to kind of throw that pick and roll and easy way to break that matchup from both of them. And here we're going to go into the timeout here. This has been a pretty quick quarter.
It has been a pretty quick quarter.
Which means all the other ones are going to go really slowly.
Yeah, the ref's not really blowing the whistle very much, but it was great interior passing. You see the effect of having Gordon Hayward back in. A big man that can pass and create down low. Spectacular play there by Gordon Hayward, making his first appearance in almost a month since going out with an ankle injury in the game against the Philadelphia 76ers, the first game against the Philadelphia 76ers. So there you go. All right. What have you liked out of either team? As we are going to fix things on this side, friend.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know. I was reading something. The guy on the right is perfectly clear, but the microphone on the guy on the left is not so great. I'm assuming I'm the one on the right and you're the one on the left.
It actually depends.
I'm on the right, you're on the left.
Okay, that might be a Zoom thing.
Yeah, Dan says we're correct. So no, I from the start of this game, I think the Heat have actually come out and they're starting to play pretty good. I think this one moment though is the where the Heat need to make the adjustment for having Hayward back into the game because you see that he's actually kind of mixing up some of the pick and rolls, and you're having different types of coverages in these roles and in these picks. So I think one of the main things they're going to need to do here is just understand what they need to do on those defensive coverages. But other than that, I think the Heat are in an okay position, honestly. And I think the Celtics are kind of doing what they need to do. They've been pushing the ball, they've been moving it, they've been getting pretty good looks. I think they just need to continue moving the ball, and they need to be able to continue pushing the pace against this Miami team as well. The ball movement definitely has been working against Miami. They're getting good shots, honestly. The Celtics really haven't been taking that many poor shots so far in the game.
Just gonna pull up the game feed here for a quick stats check as it's taking
You do
forever.
sound a little like underwater.
I do? I don't know.
Slightly.
Huh.
Yeah, mine sounds like super clear, and then yours does sound different. Yeah.
Okay, that's not exactly sure what that. I haven't changed anything on my side. Huh. I don't know. Still my same headset as it was before.
Those are Gordon Hayward's regular season career highs. Actually, this season, which is pretty interesting. I'm surprised those are his career high. Well, yeah, the points per game is not his career, but his shooting percentage is, because when he was in Utah, he was definitely putting up bigger numbers than that. He was dropping at least 25 a game.
Jimmy Butler at the free throw line, shooting 2 here after the foul that took us to the timeout.
Glad to see him back out on the floor, especially for someone that struggled with injuries like he has.
Yeah, absolutely here.
And he's going to have the possession here, guarded by Andre Iguodala.
It's going to be able to move Cantor in here too.
He's going to go to the free throw line. He's going to hit that pull-up jump shot. Jimmy Butler is going to be guarded by Marcus Smart coming up the floor.
Yeah, it's a good-looking turnaround jump shot there. It's kind of maybe testing the ankle a little bit to see if he still has the lift off of it. Turns out he does. He's got a few points here in the early going. Tyler Hero's going to put up a long-range 2, and Hayward's going to come down with that rebound. And actually, Olynyk is going to foul.
Yeah, Hayward's going to draw the foul there from Olynyk. Just kind of a needless foul, honestly. Yeah, it's a good-looking jump shot there from Gordon. If you're a Celtics fan, that is a good sight for you to see.
Yeah, those are his first points coming back here. He's 1 for 1 so far from the field. Tatum to Hayward again, kind of setting up a similar play there with the screen by Cantor. Gets it to Brown, being guarded by Hero. Counter down low on Olynyk. Bit of a size mismatch as Cantor's going to go in, and Cantor, wow. Enes Kanter will finish with the right hand there. Haven't seen much contribution from him in this series, actually, at all, really. So good to get a bit of production from some of the other role players on the team. Miami with 10 seconds on the shot clock here is just going to turn it over. No. Foul. Wanamaker.
Ennis on that time, he makes do of his time. You're going to see here on the replay, he's got the position on Kelly Olynyk. It even could have been a foul actually on Olynyk, but he's able to just get that easy drop set and hook shot right over him.
Dragic. Ooh, well, they almost called a little reach-in foul by Wanamaker there. Olynyk diving in. Cantor goes over to help, and Olynyk tries to put it over the backboard, and this is a rebound, and actually will come down to the Celtics. Gordon Hayward's going to play point forward here in transition. He's just going to drive in there. He's going to miss it. Ennis trying to clean it up. Nope. Going to go to Iggy for the Heat, as Iguodala going back the other way. Dragic now driving baseline, cut off by Cantor, and it's a turnover for the Celtics, and now it's a turnover going the other way as Hero picks the pocket of Wanamaker, intercepts the pass rather, and Hero going to dive in there. Hero going to get fouled by Cantor.
Hero's going to get fouled there, 100%. See if you can click live on your thing.
Yep. I wonder if it's because I got the fan going here. Where's my fan? I'll turn the fan down.
Because you're consistently like 4 seconds behind me.
Hero just made the first. I did bump up a few seconds here. Hayward going to take a seat on the bench. My guess is that they're load managing him, actually.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to be playing at least more than 30 minutes a game with that ankle injury. You can pretty much expect him to just be playing in the 20s, I would have to say. But I mean, he came on, he got some good minutes, got himself a jump shot, and he also had an assist as well. So he definitely did play well in this moment. So
yeah, and it makes the Celtics deeper. It allows them to sort of rotate guys out. You saw Tatum got a bit of a rest there. He's now back in the game. Jaylen Brown was out for a few minutes. Wanamaker's now Kemba's back in, and Kemba going to pass this down to Cantor. Cantor, can't quite finish it. Gets his own rebound. Can't finish that one either, as Olynyk fouls Cantor, and Cantor will find himself at the line. That you have to finish. I mean, dunk it, buddy.
Yeah, this is. I think we actually did a game with the Celtics before where they missed all these like kind of gimme layups, and these are just one of those. Some of you have to hit, but he does get fouled, so there is an opportunity here to make up for the miss, and he does hit the first one.
Jones Jr. into the game for Miami, and as Cantor, as we were saying, really playing sparingly throughout these playoffs, only 10 minutes per game and about 4 points per game. And will hit both, so he's got about his average so far for games here in the playoffs. Dragic to Iggy. Iggy's going to get it to Olynyk to Hero. Hero quiet so far, looking to get himself involved a bit more.
What? That's a foul, really?
It's a foul on Tatum? What?
Are you serious? That's a... Uh-oh, I think we got the refs from yesterday.
Yeah, really. Gosh, that would be a disaster. 30 seconds left here in this first quarter.
And it also puts them on the line.
It is, because
both teams are in the bonus, so these are times you can't give up these fouls. This is the part that I've never really understood in the NBA sometimes. I feel like we see a lot of these fouls at the end of quarters, and if you're basically in the NBA, you know not to put people in the free throw line and be able to put them there. So it's like, just don't play as aggressive defense and you won't give away free buckets just like that. I mean, granted, that one was a little different. I don't think that was actually a defensive problem. I think that was just both hustling for the ball, and it happened to be a foul call.
Yeah, Olynyk will hit only 1 of 2. There's a 5-second game clock, shot clock differential as we tick down under 20 to go. Kemba with the ball, being guarded by Jones, gives it up to Tatum, who's guarded by Butler. Tatum draws 2 Heat defenders, and Wanamaker pulls in, back out to Tatum. Tatum is all alone on the outside and hits from 3. The closeout didn't make it. 9 seconds to go is Hero with the ball, being guarded by Wanamaker. Hero's going to go for a 3 of his own, and Tyler, that looked good. Tatum has 2 seconds here, but he's going to be guarded going down the floor, and that shot is no good. It would have.
He tried to draw a foul on that.
Yeah, he did.
It was kind of weird.
It would have counted.
Honestly,
if it went in,
I've been big on Tyler Hero, but I can't tell you the last time he's hit a 3.
Not this game, that's for sure.
I don't even remember him hitting 3 the last game.
Well, he did have, was it 11 points last game? Yeah, Tyler Hero had 11 points last game. I don't recall. I suppose we could look back.
I seriously can't remember the last time he hit a 3, which it sounds bad, but I mean, I guess it's not really that bad. He's still shooting them, which is a good thing. But hey, I mean, after this half here, kind of just looking at, or just kind of trying to feel it out in general from where both teams are kind of coming from. I think the Miami Heat are definitely they've tightened up kind of towards the end of that quarter. They weren't really going into their full flowing offense. I don't think Spoelstra really understands the lineup he needs to be running right now. I think having Tyler Hero, Olynyk, Iggy, Jones Jr., Butler, this is not a lineup we used to see. We're used to seeing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we really have seen this lineup that many times.
No, we haven't seen much play of Jones Jr.
And I don't think we've ever seen that with Iggy also.
By the way, Tyler Hero hit a 3 last game. So
he did?
Yeah,
okay.
He was 1 of 8, but yeah.
All right, so he's only hit 1. Yeah, all right, there you go. I told you he hasn't hit that much. Jordan Thomas here in the YouTube chat. You can tell Brad Steven wants us to be more productive in the paint on both ends. Good quarter for the Celtics. Yeah,
agreed.
100%. I was going to say there's been – I feel like there's been less 3-point shooting in this game for the Celtics than in others. I feel like they are trying to get to the basket, and they're trying to just dictate the pace of the game like that as well. I think there's been still a few turnovers. I think turnovers at the end of the day is what really plagues the Celtics team.
Oh, for sure, actually. And they've taken great care of the ball here. Only one turnover in the quarter. Remember, they had 20 turnovers over the course of the entire game last time, and it's 5 turnovers actually for the Heat after this first quarter, to the point in YouTube chat about getting down in the paint. Points in the paint. 18 points in the paint for the Celtics in the first quarter. 18 out of the 31 points. They lead the Heat by 9. So a great start for the Boston Celtics here. We've seen them start hot in the first 2 games. However, we just need to see them play a full 48 minutes.
Yeah.
That's been the key. 48% shooting from the floor for the Boston Celtics to only 35 for Miami.
So Jordan Thomas here in YouTube chat, he's saying if we can survive the Heat's third quarter run, we can win. So this is actually what we've touched on basically every single game. And the Miami Heat have been losing every single game. Against the Celtics so far. They've been down. And then in the third or the fourth, they come down. They pretty much destroy the 10 to 15 point lead that whatever the Celtics had. And then they just take control of the game. They basically just allow the first half of the game to go, and then they take control of it in the second half where it's obviously more valuable. So I think that's just where the Celtics, the big difference and the big adjustment that we're going to see is in the second half. Like the excitement for this game for me personally is not until the second half, not because the game's going to end and it's like the fourth quarter and stuff. It's because there's actually, that's where the Celtics have been struggling the most and the Heat have been doing the best. So if there is something that the Celtics need to adjust on, it's actually post second half. In my opinion, they've been winning the first quarter and the second quarter every single time. They're winning this one also. It's the second half adjustments that it's like almost Brad Stevens almost needs to make the counter adjustments, the SPO at halftime. And they've been losing every second half. So for me, I still think the Celtics game, until we see something change, we're only going to see that change in the second half.
The score the other night was 31-28 at the end of one. We see the Boston Celtics putting up 31 points again, but better on the defensive side. Miami this time just doesn't have the shot volume of the Celtics. They've only taken 17 shots in that first quarter to the 27 shots that the Celtics took. Again, the 5 turnovers for the Heat playing into some of that. As we've resumed play here in the bubble, just about a minute in here, as Hayward is going to take a step inside the three-point line for a mid-range jumper and not going to go. Oof. As Wanamaker finds himself on the floor, perhaps Iggy a little bit of a push off there. But Hero has a lane. Hero's going to go with the left hand. Hero just can't get it to go. Hero's a lid on the basket for right now for Tyler Hero, which is unfortunate.
He's struggling, man.
Yeah. We've loved his game over the course of these playoffs. Ooh, great pass down low to Wanamaker. Maybe has to go a little bit more quickly, but Iggy's going to get called for a foul.
Oh, Iggy gets called, or no, it's Olynyk.
It's Olynyk?
It's Olynyk that fouled him.
Well, Iggy's the one debating with the ref.
Yeah, but Iggy's trying to ask for an offensive foul.
Oh, okay, all right.
But Hero Wanamaker's going to go to the line. And I have to say, Wanamaker's been playing his role these past couple of games. He's hit multiple big-time threes in his situation. He stepped up, played really good defense, good movement of the ball. I think Wanamaker's and some of these role players for the Celtics have actually done pretty well.
Well, the role players, and I don't even know who to call a role player on the Miami team is like 6 or 7 deep. I guess there is a few role players, but like, is Duncan Robinson a role player? Yeah.
Jr.
But like, is like Robinson? Like Robinson's starting, but I feel like he's like
Robinson,
the 3-point shooter role player.
6-7 guys.
Yeah,
in the rotation. They're not really. I don't think they're role players.
So
and Miami here has missed the last 8 shots, probably because Hero's taking them all.
Chad likes the switch here with Kanter. Actually, Kanter and Hayward both in the floor, and there is Hero with the 3-point shot. Hero finally manages to find one. Actually, it was a 2. Apologies. So Kanter and Hayward gives the Celtics actual size. Down low.
Yeah, and it gives them a problem. Basically, if Ennis could just be it's a big-time 3 right there. Going to extend the lead to 12. And basically, what I'm trying to, I think what's happening here with Ennis being in the game, they're basically just trying. Hero's going to shoot this three, and he's finally going to hit that one. So Hero gets a little out of his little slump there. He definitely heard me ragging on him. He's like, I got to hit this one down so Frank can stop talking trash about me.
Yeah.
So basically, and here we're going to see the 3-2. The 3-2 zone has been set. They're going to go to Ennis from down low, and Ennis is not going to be able to hit. He needs to hit that shot. But yes, we'll talk about Ennis being inserted into the game. I think that's very interesting, and it's too much to talk about right now. James Jones Jr. is going to shoot that one from the corner off of the, I think, Jimmy Butler assist or Goran assist. And now the lead, which was double digits, is now just 6.
Only 6 is Hayward to Wanamaker here, sucking in 2 Heat defenders. But Wanamaker is just going to throw it. No, actually, that was deflected.
I don't know, man. If Iggy's like 3 years younger, he gets that one.
If Iggy is 3 years younger.
I didn't look that out of reach. I'll be 100% honest. If he put
the extension is just out of.
He used to have. I think he would have saved that one. 100%.
Tyler Hero there. Tyler Hero being put on the NBA second All-Rookie team. Well deserved there for All-Rookie honors by Hero.
So one thing, the Boston adjustments here on the zone, they've actually been running someone basically running just straight backdoor cuts the entire time. We've seen it now on multiple occasions, and his counters can kind of been down there to sit there to basically keep Bam in the center honest, so then they can't leave him by themselves. In that situation, Ennis missed it, and then the pass was kicked here when it was trying to find Wanamaker. 3-2 trap or 3-2 zone is once again set.
Tatum manages to cut through that one. Nice little floater there for Tatum at 38-30 for the Boston Celtics. Tatum with 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists so far. Maybe a triple-double brewing here. Oh, this is to see if Kemba can get it up ahead to Tice. Oh, no, Tice is just going to seal it for Kemba. And Kemba is going to go left and finish with a right. Beautiful seal down low. We've talked about Tice and sealing away.
Tice is so good at that. It's like basically an assist at that point.
Hero on the other
side. Hero
side.
Hits again. Woo! He's caught fire. All right.
He is. Yes.
He's hot.
He's caught fire here in these first 4 minutes of the second half. He now has 10 points. Oh, Tatum is stripped by Crowder. Hero on the other side. He's just going to step into another 3. Heat check. Oh, he gets it!
Dude, he's feeling it. They put that second NBA all team up there, and he's like, "No, I'm rookie first team, guys. Watch this." That's exactly what he did. He knew somebody told him they put that stat up, and he needed that corrected. The first team all NBA rookie.
Tyler Hero has come alive for Miami out here in transition, just stepping into a 3, finding his spot. Pick, pop, bam, boom. Hero for 3.
I also don't
13
think
points for him.
Looking at that again, I don't think that was a foul in the steal either. I think that was once totally again Jay Crowder just out hustling and bringing the ball down. So that's actually a very good example of what happens in that 3-2 zone. So when the person does drive, like Tatum did in that scenario, there's so many hands around him, and there's people that they can easily collapse. They cut off the passing lanes, but the first thing they're doing, they're going for the ball because he's brought it down. So that's basically been able to impact them and cause all these turnovers. We've talked about it so many times with this Miami team. They get destroyed, or for the Celtics team, they get destroyed on turnovers, and the Miami has always like at least 5 to 10 steals a game. So that's kind of it. That's where the 2-3 or the 3-2 zone is helping the Miami Heat so much. And I want to touch on Jordan Thomas's comments on the YouTube side of thing with having Enes Kanter in the game. I do agree with that. I've been someone that's pretty harsh on Enes Kanter, but also at the same time, in a game like this, he is offering you something else that Tice does not offer you down low when you're trying to break that 3-2 zone and have somebody sitting down low. You basically are able to have him sit back there, so then Bam in the back of his head always has to deal with that. And then you can always give the drop pass and you can get an easy dunk or layup. I think it's very important having in the game. I also think he's just a straight up bigger body and kind of hustles and works. I do think Tice, intangible-wise, is a better player, though.
Yeah, now with Gordon Hayward back, it gives the Celtics 3 options down low. And as Kanter playing this well, he might get some extra minutes there. So a nice rotation between Tice, Hayward, and Kanter, actually. The Celtics, despite that steal there, still only 2 turnovers for the game. Walker leading the way for the Celtics with 10 points. And after this slight barrage here from three-point land, Tyler Hero is leading the way for the Miami Heat with a 13 points. Nobody else has above 5 Crowder has 5 points for the Heat, but that's it. Hero of 4 of 7 shooting, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, and perfect from the free throw line. So far, he is the one that is stepping up to the plate and having himself a game here in game 3, kind of the way that, that Robinson did in game 2. So, pretty exceptional play there by Hero here in the last few minutes. And I don't you take the timeout. Boston takes the timeout here. It's sort of the media timeout right at the 8-minute point. But if you're Spoelstra, you may just keep Hero in at this point. I wouldn't put Robinson back in for him. I wouldn't swap him out for Robinson.
No. And that's what Spoelstra's always kind of doing in these lineups. He has so much he has the ability to ride the hot hand pretty much whenever he wants to pretty much everything he wants. And apparently Tatum is teed up here. As Oz is reporting to us. Also, just quick PSA, if you're on Twitch, hit the follow button if you want to be notified when we go live and if you're enjoying the comment. And then on the YouTube side, if you hit the subscribe button, you can also, if you're enjoying the content, you'll be notified when we go live as well.
I do see now, this is the replay here, and Crowder just hits the left hand of Tatum. It actually doesn't even hit the ball at all. That's what he's complaining about.
Oh.
That's what he's complaining about. And the technical is Dragic is going to take the technical free throw. He will connect here. So it's now only a 3-point margin, but the Celtics do have the ball. 8:10 remaining here in the second quarter. Yes, Celtics cannot panic at every Heat run. The Heat runs have been decisive in the last 2 games, but they've come later. They've come in the third and fourth quarters of the game.
And here, Miami's pressing the whole floor. They're extending the 3-2, actually the full court.
It actually looks like, oh no, it is a 3-2. I was going to say maybe they switched it to a 2-3, but not quite. As good closeout there by Jones Jr., and the 3-pointer is no good. Rebound down to Dragic.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like the Celtics, that's not a terrible shot for the Celtics, but I mean, for the Miami Heat, and Goran's going to go all the way to the basket. It's going to end up going out of bounds on the Heat there, but it's crazy. That's not one of the worst shots ever. It's somewhat of a contested 3, but it's something you'd probably live with as the Celtics. And it took so much effort to get that shot.
Yeah, it took a lot to get it.
It took so many. It took at least 6 passes to get that.
Did you also catch the Squirtle in the virtual fan section? Because there was a Squirtle in the virtual fan section. Props to that guy for the Squirtle there. Oh my goodness, what a block! Brown on Dragic, and Dragic has just sat down, and Tatum takes it the other way. Puts Crowder on the floor and finishes. Tatum is out for blood against Crowder.
Wow.
Oh
Tatum
my God.
Absolutely discarded him and threw it down. It wasn't a foul or anything, but I mean, that was great play by Tatum. Strong.
That was the revenge for the previous one where he's like, that was not a strip, you fouled me, and here you go. Oh my goodness, Tatum, that was authoritative. Great defense into offense, both sides of the floor. As this great defense by Tice, who denies baseline and forces a Miami turnover. Brown by himself in the corner. He's got to hit this, and yes, he does.
Yeah, that's a shot he's got to hit there, and then now Boston's just going to take that lead, extend it out to 8. Be wary of a Miami timeout here.
Timeout.
And I was right. There it is.
Timeout. Heat. This is the replay. Goran Dragic tries to go up with this. Oh, what a beautiful block by Brown. He definitely gave him this forearm, dude.
Yeah, he doesn't extend it, though. That's fair. It's a good call. Good no call. Doesn't extend the forearm or anything like that either on that. And that's a really nice look there from Tatum to find Jaylen Brown in the corner. The shot that he has to hit in that situation, I would definitely say.
So it's a 4-point swing from the block going into the easy transition bucket, and then another 3 points. A 5-point burst here. Boston with a run of their own. As Chat was saying, Boston not to panic. They don't, and they come back with a run of their own to put themselves back up by 7 at the moment. Spectacular little sequence there by the Celtics. Great to see it in action. Actually, also keyed off by their defense. Not necessarily by the offense, but the defense started.
It was 100% defense into offense right there for the Celtics. Pretty much on both of the plays. Not even on the block, but on the bad shot and then pushing the ball down the court, being able to, against the unsettled Heat defense.
Fran, Boston so far has taken 10 more shots than Miami.
10 more shots?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
10 more shots than Miami here, although Miami's still making a living at the free throw line. Actually, Miami is making up the difference from 3. They are 7 of 13. They're shooting better than 50% from 3. Boston, not as good. Boston only 4 of 13 from the 3-point line there, which I don't actually think is 25% because that would be 4 of 12. So ESPN has the math wrong on that one. Let's see. What else have we got here?
I'm looking at the stats right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure these out.
Rebound
Not figure
relatively.
them out, but at least figure out what's like to make sense of the game a little more.
Rebounds relatively even across both teams, 18 to 15. Celtics doing a little bit better on the offensive boards.
Why do they have so many more shots though? That's the thing I don't understand.
Well,
they have 4 more.
Miami's turned it over
the
6
ball
times.
Over 4 more times than the Celtics.
Yep.
But their rebounding is just only in favor 3-wise for the Celtics. So I'm not 100% sure how they're actually getting more shots, unless it's just rebounds and like putbacks and stuff like that, which makes sense, but it is extra points and it is extra buckets for the Celtics here. Overall though, if you're the Celtics fan, you have to be pretty pleased with what's going on here. Kemba's got 10 points, Tatum with 9, and then Brown with 11. And then your role players still have some points on the board, so everybody's scored and touched the ball. I think that's exactly kind of where you want to be if you're a Celtics fan. For the Miami Heat, the guards really haven't gotten into it. Butler and Dragic are still pretty slow out of the gates right now. Hero is pretty much the one that's keeping it all together.
Points in the paint, a big emphasis for the Celtics tonight. 24 points in the paint for Boston to only 4 for Miami here. And Brown getting it done on both ends of the floor here as we see the replays of both his defensive block and then also here the assist from Tatum to Brown in the corner for 3 points. Tatum to lead the Boston scorers right now with 11.
Oh, maybe the rebound tally doesn't include dead ball rebounds. Ball goes out of bounds after a shot. Yeah, it may not.
Restart here.
Because it doesn't add up. The stats don't add up.
They don't quite. Nice little slip there by Bam. Great play coming out of the timeout. A little 2-man game between Bam and Crowder as Bam just sort of slips the screen. Crowder finds him down low. And 2 points for the Miami Heat. Well drawn up by Spo. Tyler Hero is still in the game despite Duncan Robinson being in the game here. So Spoelstra likes what he sees out of Hero. And Hero, not the best defense there, but Marcus Smart, it's actually going to be a foul.
What happened?
It's a turnover here.
Is it like a moving pick or something?
You can see this is the replay is 2 Celtics defenders, both Tice and Hayward get sucked into closing
it's
out.
Communication from Hayward and Tice. Someone's got to go with the roll.
It looks like it was an offensive foul. Daniel Tice's third foul on Hayward on Butler. Ooh, Hayward, great defense on Butler. Strips him. No foul called, and Hayward's going the other way with it. Slows it up. Going to play a little half-court game here. Smart guarded by Bam. Tatum on the block. Tatum stepping in, up and under on Robinson. Gets fouled. Robinson gets him from behind.
He did foul him. Robinson knows, though. He got a little work on that move. He also knows defense is his biggest issue. So every time someone does score against him, it's like in his head. He's just like, damn, I gotta keep working on this if I gotta stay in the league.
Jason Tatum with an opportunity to go up 10 points here, and he does, now in double digits. Robinson bodies him up decently, I guess.
This is going to be the foul.
Yeah, decent body up there.
He's his arm.
Trying to give him baseline. 3 fouls on Robinson.
He does hit his arm, but it's not too egregious.
Tatum silky smooth on the release there. 8-point margin so far for Boston. 5:35 to go in the second. Bam going to set a high screen. Butler just disregards the screen. Yeah. Tyler Hero back to Bam. Hero now again. Hero trying to corral this thing. Picks up his dribble. Puts up a tough oh my! Puts up a tough shot. I don't even know if he saw the rim. He just kind of looked like he put that one up.
I'm going to say I don't know if he can even see the basket at that point. I think the contest he's just putting up there That's insane.
Wow, that is insane. Oh, Brown tried a little alley-oop to Tice, and Tice does grab
Oh,
it.
really good. Oh, I thought it was fair by Crowder.
Crowder going to get
I want to
called
see
for
that
this
again.
foul. Let's see
I
again on the
really do want to
contest.
see it.
Tyler Hero kind of makes a mess out of it.
Well, he
It was a
definitely won.
great
I'll tell you that
contest.
much.
Great contest by Marcus Smart, and Hero
Yeah,
just
just a better shot.
muscle memory here. Tice.
It's all the work in the gym.
It's all the work in the gym.
Tice is going to finish that one. I'd love to see this Tice foul call because I actually do think Jay like did hit because the ball went flying once he had it off the alley oop. So I can't tell if he hit his arm or it actually just hit it in the middle.
Tice grabs that one as well, so still an 8-point margin.
Oh, I just realized the benches have switched. I'm so used to looking at Miami on the right side.
Oh yeah. Because Boston is technically away.
Away.
Yeah, this is a Miami home game. Oh, denying the inbounds pass, kickball actually, kickball.
Yeah, kick.
Ole, 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 ole.
Really nice move there though from Butler. That little two-way play would have been nice if that worked out for them. I don't know how I feel about this Jimmy Butler Gordon Hayward matchup because it always ends up down low in the paint, and it's not really where you want to play Gordon.
Well, it's right now. It's Butler and Marcus Smart, and he gets it to Bam, and Bam scores over Tice. Great assist by Jimmy Butler. 6-point margin now. Kemba going to bring it up the floor. Tatum is on the bench at the moment, so it's Kemba, Smart, Hayward, Tice, and Brown on the floor for the Celtics. Kemba to Hayward, back to Kemba. 7 seconds on the shot clock to Brown. Back to Kemba. Kemba going to have to make something happen here. Kemba dives in, tries to get it to Tice. It turns into a turnover. I don't like the Celtics kind of had a trouble like getting the offense going on that possession. It's like everybody was like, "No, you start it. You start it."
They don't know what to do against this 3-2 yet. I don't.
Butler driving baseline, going to try to score on Tice. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and good. Jimmy Butler hustling for his 2 points, earned every bit of those two.
Yeah, he earned that, especially with Marcus Smart and also Tice down low there. I mean, that's not an easy bucket.
Brown decided not to shoot it as Marcus Smart puts Crowder on the floor and drives in.
Oh.
Rebound is going to go to Brown. Brown going to go from the free throw line. Yes, Brown off of a broken play manages to make it happen. Yeah, it's so helter-skelter, actually. It's like... It's pretty nutty.
Yeah, the game's kind of all over the place.
kind of all over the place at the moment. Except for that one. Tyler Hero. The only one not over the place is Tyler Hero.
Ooh,
he drills
hits
it again.
Another three.
He is 4 of 5 from
big
beyond
time
the arc.
right now. I call about saying you can't have a big game. The dude's already got about to almost have 20. He's got 18 before half.
And there's a massive block by Bam, who just hustles to the 50-50 ball.
Bam.
And
it almost takes Gordon's head off. I was kind of worried for Gordon that was about to get trucked there.
A block here by Adebayo. And hold on. All right, there we think that's a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, I could totally see how that would get called a foul. Because he does go straight up. Ball. Yeah, it's a good block. Clean play. Yeah.
In either case, the Celtics resume possession as Hayward. Actually, the ball just goes careening out of bounds, but it was deflected by Jimmy Butler. Hayward was trying to find Tatum down low.
I love how Jimmy Butler instantly. Oh yeah, he ball.
Yeah. Go the other way.
Touch it.
Go the other way with it. Yeah. Tice down low can't quite get it to go. Tatum tried. And still popcorn possession here. Ball in the air comes down to Hero. Oh, Hero almost gets stripped by Brown. Hero to Crowder. Crowder going to try for 3. No assist for Hero. No 3 for Crowder. No points for Miami, who's only down by 3 actually at the moment.
It was a 2. His foot was on the line for sure.
And Hayward gets fouled on the drive. Good aggressive drive here by Hayward.
Yeah, he saw that they were kind of not off balance, but just misfooted there and just goes straight to the basket. Really nice awareness from Gordon.
Had the advantage in transition and took it. Hayward looks pretty confident despite the back-going injury, but can't get that free throw to convert as Jones Jr. checks into the game for Miami. In for Crowder. And yeah, Spo is just letting Tyler Hero run the game right now. Like we said, you don't want to take him out. Ride the hot hand.
Yeah,
Kid's
that's
got a
exactly what
motor.
these
Let him
lineup.
roll with it.
Yeah, that's exactly what these lineups allow Spoelstra to do, which is fantastic for him as a basketball coach.
Hayward managing to get the second of the 2 free throws there. And resuming play. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bam to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler stripped. Up ahead is going to be Tatum. Tatum is just going to throw this one down. Nice two-handed flush by Tatum. Another turnover that the Celtics have caused. The Heat guards not looking very sharp this afternoon.
Yeah, something I kind of touched on before. Like the Heat guards just have not gotten involved pretty much at all in most of this game, and it's quite concerning.
That was a heat check if I've ever seen it. It was a quick shot by Tyler Hero, except that the problem there is that the bad shot is the first pass in your opponent's fast break, and the Celtics take that one into transition as Brown finishes for another easy 2 points. 8-point lead back again for the Celtics, and a lazy pass by Butler as Brown steals it, and Brown finishes on the other side again. Timeout here, Miami. No, not timeout. Yes, timeout. Oh, Smart fouls Dragic. That was bizarre. What?
Wait, why did he do that?
I don't know why he did that.
What?
Why would Smart want to stop it?
That was really weird. Yeah, so this is basically what the Heat were doing to the Celtics in the other games and before. So if you're a Celtics fan, this is incredible to see this defensive intensity and kind of Miami being in this weird lull and taking advantage of it and kind of making the lead out to larger than you can. So if you're a Celtics fan, this is great news for you.
Jaylen Brown there, 17 points. Jason Tatum with 13 points. They have 30. They basically have half the team's points. Jimmy Butler can't connect. Rebound, nice hustle rebound by Brown. Going to go to Kemba, and Kemba is just going to try to go one-on-one against Jones. Over to Hayward. And it's Dragic versus Smart, and Smart puts one up. Everything going for the Celtics at the moment. Just put it up, and it's going to go in. A 9-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds for Boston. Oh, and there's finally a foul going the way of the Heat.
Oh yeah, that is going to be the sweep move there, or the pull-through move there from Dragic, and he's able to draw Jaylen Brown there on that foul. Incredible. I mean, this little spurt here by the Boston Celtics has definitely been caused by the defense and the just the general intensity as well from the Celtics here. And then this is going to be the Marcus shot here that goes in. He was asking for a foul, but he does not get one there.
Celtics
Gorich,
definitely
the line hits one
with a bit more of a sense of urgency tonight than perhaps in the past. I mean, as we said earlier, it's do or die. You do not want to find yourself in a 3-0 hole. No team in NBA history has ever come back down 3-0. It's been, what, 179, 178, 179, something like that? Ticking under a minute here in the first half. 50 seconds to go. 14-second shot clock. Tyler Hero guarding Jason Tatum. Tatum going to spin around, get this to Kemba. Kemba does have a foot on the line. This should be a 2-point shot. Long 2-point shot is good for Kemba. If Miami goes quick, they could get a 2-for-1 opportunity here with about 12 seconds left on the clock. That is if they go quick. Doesn't look like they will. They will take their time with this as Dragic is going to try to cross over Hayward. Dragic to Butler, Tyler Hero. Basically, Miami is just playing the offense through Tyler Hero right now. Iggy going to get stripped here, and that is deflected back. This is going to be a shot clock violation. No, actually, the shot was off before the clock, and it did hit the rim. And so the refs won't stop it. 10 seconds to go. Celtics with the final shot of the half. 6 seconds. Tatum with the ball in his hands. 5. Tatum's going to go and put that one up. It's short. Rebound down to Iggy, and that is it. Iggy's half-court heave. Pew! Gone.
My God, dude. Stop saying that you have the game live. Nobody cares.
And gone. See ya.
How do I just block this person? How many YouTube accounts does he have?
I don't know, but they're all gone.
Jeez. It's insane.
All right.
So going into the halftime here, we got 15 minutes.
we have a Boston putting up 31 points in each of the two first quarters. Fran, we have seen this before. Boston is up by 12
Yeah.
going into half.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't. I don't really know what to say
Hmm.
here because every single time I've said something, the Heat always end up coming back, and this is the same exact scenario they've been in the last two games. And on top of this, you also probably have to consider that the Celtics know that. And as I said earlier, all this basically comes down to is if the Celtics are able to adjust and stop the Heat in the third and fourth quarter. They've done it in the first and second quarter for three games, or for three games.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can try to at least win the second
They
half
got to
one of
play a
these
full 48
times.
minutes. They got to
Yes,
play a
exactly.
full
But I
48
have to say,
minutes.
Tatum is absolutely he's having a great game. He may not be scoring as much, but the 7 assists that Oz brings up too. He's got 7 assists. He's got 7 rebounds. I mean, we pretty much put him on the triple double alert or on the triple double watch. He's only 3 rebounds, 3 assists away from that triple double, and also has 13 points. He's getting other people involved, and he's also getting his own. Jaylen Brown has been shooting fantastic with 8 of 12 shooting, and he's got 17 points. So, I mean, that combination there, Kemba also having 12 points. This is one of the first times I would have to say that the Celtics kind of like quote unquote big three
Yep.
has actually shown up and all been scoring at a pretty high rate. So this is great news for the Celtics if they can continue this in the second half.
At least this early in the game. Now remember, in game two, the Celtics' big three were the main point scorers. It was 21 for Tatum, 23 for Walker, and 21 for Brown. And then in game one, it was 30 for Tatum, 19 for Walker, and 17 for Brown. But Marcus Smart was really the star of that one, bringing in 26 of his own. But yes, this early in the game here, the Celtics' big three getting it done. Now, I want to go back because the score at the end of the half last game was Boston 60, Miami 47. Right now we're at 62-50. So
It's pretty similar.
it's
Yeah.
pretty similar here. And we've seen what Miami is capable of. However, the difference is that in this game, Boston has forced Miami into 8 turnovers so far, and they are the ones taking care of the ball with only 4. So you were saying that perhaps the altercation sort of, or verbal shouting and everything that was in the locker room the other day, actually helping the Celtics maybe to focus here in Game Three.
Yeah, sorry, parched. Yes, completely agree. I think this is, and Jordan Thomas says this very nicely in YouTube chat. Well, our points in the paint and our effort plays have been the difference maker. 100%. When you have that fiery atmosphere in the locker room before the game or after the game, like a loss like that, everybody's going to be locked in, going to give 110% effort the next game. And that's exactly what's happening. And that's exactly why they're actually winning this game with the lead that they currently have right now. You have to say that basically the effort plays that I think it was Jaylen Brown, just to name one. I think Jaylen Brown. Who else was it that's gotten a few steals? I think Tatum maybe as
Yeah.
well. But those effort plays and converting the turnovers into fast break points and points off of turnovers has been the difference maker. This is something that we saw the Miami Heat do a really good job of in the first two games. They were the one being like, oh, wow, Jimmy Butler really wants it. He's going to get it. And he always would get his steal. He was just out hustling pretty much the entire Celtics team. Now we see the Celtics out hustling the Miami Heat. So as you said, this is exactly a game that effort plays have been the difference maker because I think those 3 or 4 turnovers at 6 points right there. Other than that, it's a close game and a game that can flip anyway. But hey, granted, it's a 12-point game, and we know 12-point games can flip anyway too. So
In game one, Boston with 48 points in the paint. In game two, Boston with 44 points in the paint. So far through one half of game three, the Celtics have 34 points in the paint. Definitely getting it done down low. Of course, the return of Gordon Hayward, the big story here for Boston. What have you liked out of Gordon Hayward's quick return here? He's got let me see, how many minutes has he played so far? I should have had that lined up. Line. Okay, he's got 15 minutes played so far across the first two. So he's played a full quarter, actually. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, so I mean, in this situation for Gordon, I think it's been a really good. I think it's been a good game for him to come back in. He's actually been able to get his shot, and he's also been able to throw down a few assists as well to some other teammates. He's got 2 assists. He's also got 3 points, but he's been able to find himself in the game. But he's not only just been able to produce just for himself. He's been able to open up the game even more for other Celtics players. A specific example of that is when the Heat basically have Olynyk and also Bam on the floor. One of those guys is going to have to end up guarding Hayward, which is going to pull one of the centers out of the paint and make it more difficult. You can put those two in a pick and roll, and you pretty much have a heyday, which is exactly what we saw in a few plays from Gordon. And then on the defensive end, as I said, I mean, he can basically switch 1 through 5. He can guard the bigger players, and he can switch those screens as well. We haven't necessarily seen him involved in the 3-2 zone and how kind of the Celtics plan to sort of break that down. But it should be interesting to see him if he gets thrown back in when the Celtics or when the Heat use that 3-2 zone. I would say at the start of this half, or at least in the start of the second half, towards the end of it, we will definitely see that 3-2 zone be further utilized by the Miami Heat.
For Miami, it's Tyler Hero who is carrying the load at the moment. 18 points for him on 6 of 10 shooting, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, and he's hit his 2 free throws. No other Miami player above 8 points at the moment. So Tyler Hero has 10 more points than even his closest teammates. His play has been exceptional so far. He showed up right as Fran was saying that he was having a bit of a struggle in games 1 and 2,
Classic.
but causing him to eat his words there. All right. Opportunity to get on a couple other sports.
Oh, yeah, I was going to go through some other sports,
Yeah,
too.
so PSA to set your fantasy lineups because we got football tomorrow, and Michael Thomas has been ruled out versus the Raiders, so you're gonna have to find a replacement.
Great. Can't wait, guys. I'm so excited.
Yeah, Fran, you're gonna have to find a replacement for that one. The NFL slate here for week 2, starting tomorrow at noon. Let's see, what games what are the good games tomorrow? I'm just going to New York, LA, Philly. Carolina at Tampa. Wow. Carolina at Tampa is going to be an interesting game.
Is that a 1 o'clock or a 4 o'clock game?
That is a 1 o'clock game. That
Nice.
is a 1 o'clock game on Fox. I'm going to see if Tom Brady can, or actually the Tampa Bay defense can maintain CMC. And then New England will come to Seattle tomorrow night. Cam Newton going to get a crack at Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Actually, that's a great Sunday night football game.
That's a fantastic game.
That is a fantastic
great
game.
Sunday night. Are there any good 4 o'clock games?
Washington, Arizona, Kansas City, LA. That's actually might be interesting. Although you think Jared Goff's like one of the most overpaid in existence.
Kansas City, LA.
Yeah,
should be a pretty good game.
Well, sorry, yeah, it's the Chargers now. So no, it's not Jared Goff.
It's gonna be a terrible game.
It's gonna be a terrible game. Wrong LA team. And Baltimore against Houston. I guess you have a Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson thing going on here.
Oh, I would love to see that one turn into a shootout. I do need those teams to pop off. Wow, both my quarterbacks in the same game. Wow, that's going to be tough.
Across both teams or something?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. And then New Orleans at Las Vegas. Have to be used to saying Las Vegas Raiders. That's the Monday night game. That should be a good game. It should be a pretty good game. And that's the Monday night game. The reason why there is no NBA on Monday night, actually.
Oh, yep, that's it. That's the reason. It is Monday Night Football. Here, Jordan Thomas with the comment. Don't be surprised if the Buccaneers end the season with a losing record. Wow.
Ooh, Tom Brady that is a big hot take.
Wow. Big hot take right there.
Tom Brady has never had a losing record. Ever.
Really? Yeah. Ever. That is. I'm going to respectfully disagree with that one, but I wouldn't mind seeing that happen.
That would be crazy.
I think it would be rather hilarious.
You know, it's funny. I'm looking at ticket prices here. The Monday night game in Vegas, it says tickets as low as $642. I didn't even know you could buy tickets to these games.
Oh, Vegas, yeah. Just go watch their mayor speak. They're like very they don't believe COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a very
jeez.
interesting it's an interesting
New York, Chicago has an interesting like
just like
understory because it's a
terrible
Duke.
quarterbacks.
Yes, but Duke quarterback versus UNC quarterback.
Oh, you're right. It is Duke UNC. That is actually going to be really good. That
That
should
is
be
kind of
funny.
funny. I just realized that.
Uh,
As my Duke team is once again horrible this season, losing to Boston College 28-6 in a very, very
Spectacs.
painful football game this morning. That team just seems to get worse by the year. God, could it be basketball? This is like, as a Duke fan, this is when you start asking yourself if it can just be basketball season already, because like it's basically a football. It's like it's over.
Yeah,
It's
football
over.
season's awful for Duke.
It's
So
like
that's
one or
pretty much
two
what I was
weeks,
telling.
and like you're like,
I was telling my brother about it, or he was texting me about it. I'm like, dude, you just need to not like invest yourself in it. You're gonna get disappointed. It's like me with the Knicks. I don't really. They're my favorite team, but I don't invest my mental capacity to
it's a
root for
little
the Knicks because
different,
I know I'm
buddy.
just gonna be
You didn't
depressed.
you didn't go to school there for you didn't go to the Knicks school.
Yeah, well, I grew up in New York-ish, sort of.
We had a hot take from one of our friends that the Jets were going to end up beating San Francisco 49ers. I'm not sure if that's really true.
Really, I actually just saw something the other day that was saying that Sam Darnold and who else was drafted with him? Was it Mitch
Mitch.
Trubisky?
Oh, Trubisky? Maybe.
Because they were saying like those two same people from the draft class are like doing really badly and they're like on the hot seat. I'm like, yeah, Sam Darnold's obviously going to do terrible for 3 years. He's on the Jets. Like, what do you expect?
He's on the
Like,
Jets.
I'm dead serious. Like, what do you expect to happen? Like, do you expect them to do well? This is a conversation I feel like we've had before. It's like when rookie quarterbacks get thrown on these bad teams, like it actually just like hurts their development and actually hurts their future.
Well, but there have been rookie quarterbacks that have performed quite. I mean, Russell Wilson performed
Yeah,
very
but
well in
there's like a
Seattle.
difference. Like Russell Wilson's is different than you're gonna like say Joe Burrow for Cincinnati. It's a terrible team. Yeah,
No,
but
that's
like
that's a
different,
bad
though.
situation
Like
too.
Joe Burrow is like he's mentally a different like like
Yeah, but like
he's high
top
level.
picks don't go to good teams.
I
That's how
know,
the draft works.
which is why the majority of quarterbacks in the draft never pan out well. And you'll probably see more lower drafted picks end up doing well because they don't have to play right away.
well, that's true. Like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah, all these guys. Pat Mahomes sat for an entire year.
Patrick Mahomes. Actually,
Right?
Eli was a top pick, and he's got 2 Super Bowls, which shouldn't have happened. But that's like a whole nother discussion.
Yeah,
Don't get me started there.
yeah, exactly. So that's a different thing. So to switch gears real quickly to the theme of tomorrow's stream,
Yes.
which will be the Premier League, wanted to go through a few scores here for you, or actually just pretty much one in particular that I want to highlight. Manchester United lose at home to Crystal Palace 3-1, which is a fantastic scoreline if you're pretty much anything other than a Man U fan, because everybody wants to see them lose. So fantastic scoreline. Wilfred Zaha scoring there, I think twice as well. And it was pretty awkward because Patrice Evra on Sky Sports said the reason why Wilfred Zaha never actually moved to Manchester United is because he was sleeping with the coach's daughter. And he said that on air and TV. It was quite fascinating to say the least. I feel like
the
I could say it here on Twitch.
The Manchester coaches.
Yeah, he was sleeping with David Moyes' daughter.
Oh my!
And like the dude said it on like Sky Sports, like to everybody, and it's like not confirmed, but like pretty much everybody knows it's true. But like,
dude, this was the British tabloids grab it and like
and then Sky Sports later had to actually apologize for it, and sorry if we've hurt anybody's feelings. It was kind of hilarious. It was very funny.
They probably
especially considering they lost that game too. But the big thing tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, we will be playing against Chelsea. There is a possibility that Thiago Alcantara, our new signing, will actually be able to play tomorrow, which would be fascinating to see. And we also made a new signing today.
I saw that. You bought someone else.
From Wolverhampton Wanderers, a 23-year-old winger, Portuguese, pretty much the similar statistics as Mane, Salah, and Firmino when they were bought. So expect him to basically slot in as a backup for any of the front three. And also, he's being versatile, and he's only just going to get better. And with that, we will get right back to basketball because
Also,
it
it's
started.
not 11:30 Eastern. It's 12:30 Eastern. Oh wait,
No,
no,
it's
it is.
11:30
Yes,
Eastern.
8:30 my time. The 3 hours. I can't. This is math on live like TV. It just like doesn't work. All right, I'm bad at math, but I can count points here as we resume play in the bubble here in the third. Welcome back, everybody. Welcoming the viewers across both Twitch and YouTube. We have the Boston Celtics up 63-50 here on the Miami Heat in Game 3. A pivotal Game 3 for the Boston Celtics to try to prevent themselves to going down 0-2.
It's
And
11:30.
yes, it is 11:30. I
You
know.
scared me. I
I get
checked.
it.
I checked. I checked
I got to
again.
get up really freaking early in the morning.
I got nervous.
I know. Kemba going to hit this to Tice, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Bam. All right, so we have seen this movie before. Miami once again down double digits entering the second half. And man, if you're a Celtics player or a Celtics fan, you have it in the back of your head that as Jordan was saying in chat, we can't be like go crazy at each Heat run, and then because the doubt is going to start creeping in here. You don't want that to happen. Celtics going to have to finish out another 24 minutes of really good basketball. They played great here in the first half, forcing Miami into eight turnovers.
Oh, dude,
And
wow.
that shot by
Whoa!
Butler, no
Wait,
good.
that wasn't a foul.
No, not a foul. As the Celtics coming down in transition, but it's a turnover. Brown gives
God, I
it to
stopped
Bam.
paying attention.
Bam to Dragic. Crowder is open, and he's going to take three. Yes, saw that one from a mile away, and Crowder's three is good. 10 points now.
I thought it was a foul. Legit, everybody stopped.
Yeah, well, the ref's actually not blowing any whistles so far. There was a couple plays that could have been fouled.
I'm fine with him letting them play. I like that.
Marcus Smart driving in. Smart's been quiet so far this evening. Rebound to Tice. Tice, yes, just put it back up, sir. Nice finish there with the right hand off the glass. Rebound
You're
and
gonna
2
have to
points for Tice.
pause yours for 2 seconds. I can't catch up. I've tried 6 times.
1, 2, roll it. All right, as Crowder over to Bam.
Oh, never mind. He just got the ball.
And
fine,
Crowder going to go for 3 again. That one is going to end up just short. Rebound to Tatum. How fast do I need to go?
Just stop 2 seconds again.
And Tatum going in, driving. Tatum trying to get this outside, and foul.
Foul just occurred.
Yep.
All right, sweet.
Tatum with 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Triple-double watch on the evening for Tatum. Remember, game 4.
He just needs 2 more boards. He's almost there. And then 3 more assists.
The NBA...
I wonder if players look at their stats and know that.
Oh, actually, I don't know if players do, but there are statisticians that sometimes get in coaches' ears, especially if there's players that are close to breaking records or they're they know. The team knows. The team knows. Yeah.
Yeah, because if one of your players breaks a record, it's good publicity.
Or if you going in for a triple double, somebody on the bench might be like, "Hey, Stevens, hey Brad, he's 1 rebound away. Let him go get it," kind of thing.
Oz here. Trust me, the players get in the stats crew's ear too.
Okay, all right.
I can only imagine being like, "Yeah, that was my rebound," things like that. I want that double.
And that is straight from the source, by the way. That is straight from the source.
From a statistician himself. So.
Yeah. So he would know. Beautiful pass by Marcus
nice
Smart.
Look from Smart. It was a really nice roll. And see, this is what the Heat were doing. They were running these backdoor screens. They were doing all this type of stuff. Now the Celtics are doing it.
And
really
this
nice
is a foul.
Roll there from Bam and Jimmy. Bam's going to go to the line.
Yes, he is. Tice kind of got caught on that one. I believe this is his 4th. Tice? Yes, this is Tice's 4th foul right now.
Oh, wow. That is his 4th foul.
But Celtics find themselves with a bit more depth. Ennis Canner played well in the first half. Gordon Hayward's back in as an option.
Yeah, I don't think it should be. It won't be as big as a problem as it's been in the past.
Yeah, not really an issue. Let's see. My guess is Hayward comes in here. Or Canner, actually. If they're saving minutes. If they're saving minutes for Hayward, then it's going to be Canner. Tatum showing some teeth there. Nice smile.
It's weird. The cameraman doesn't really know what's going on. Trying to find something to put on the screen, I guess. Hey, but put it this way, Oz. If you were behind those plexiglass, I bet you can't get yelled at.
It's actually going to be Grant Williams to come in for Tice here, so I was wrong. Celtics decided to go a little bit smaller.
Yeah, they're going small. 100% this small ball lineup.
And
I don't think
Miami
we've seen this before.
back to the zone, except this time it's a 2-3.
Yes, because of the size.
Outside to Williams. Williams going to take 3. Dragic with the closeout. Can't get there as Williams drills
it was a good closeout, too. This is, all right, this is not the typical Miami third quarter we are used to seeing. So if you're a Boston Celtics fan, you should be very happy. That's a really poor, quick shot, in my opinion, from Dragic. And I think Dragic is actually going to make the turnover. Yeah, he forces the turnover.
Yeah, he does. He forces Kemba into right there on the baseline. But Kemba can't actually pick the ball up cleanly.
Dissuade them from chatting to us. It's so funny. Oh, man.
Adebayo to Butler. Butler has been quiet so far tonight, as has Dragic.
Yeah, both of the guards have been off their game.
6 points only for these two. We're going to have to see bigger quarters out of them in the second half as Crowder puts up for 3. Was there a foul? No foul called there. Nobody fouled the three-point shooter. They'd have to go in the book.
Yet.
Kemba bringing it up the court. Kemba crosses over Dragic and foul. Dragic,
yeah, he fouled him at the top.
Claiming that he's the perpetrator of that one.
So this is an interesting way I think Brad Stevens is going to try to break this down. He's actually just going to, he is clearly obviously going to play a small ball lineup against the zone. So this is a pretty, I think it should work, actually. We'll see how it goes.
Well, way to beat the zone is you can shoot over it too. So he's just trying to put shooters there, but the Celtics decide to go baseline, and Grant Williams, the recipient of that assist. Nice
so
finish.
Grant Williams takes the spot of Ennis there basically to be that person on the low block right there for that easy just layup at the baseline.
Yeah, he just goes baseline. Miami loses him. You can see actually Jimmy Butler's guarding nobody up there at the top of the zone. Yeah, he's
just guarding space.
He's just guarding space. So the Celtics decide to try to flatten the zone out and go baseline with it, and it turns into 2 points for them. In 1 minute of actual play time, Williams has 5 points. That's high efficiency. His points per 40-minute game
Time
is very
Lord-esque.
high. Yeah.
Grant Williams and Taco do a podcast. Interesting.
There you go. Butler managing to get himself to the free throw line, only going to hit 1 of 2.
Oof.
You think Butler maybe at the free throw line, if he sees a couple go down, might get himself in rhythm there. Tatum could have thrown the 3, but instead decides to go in down low in the paint and attack and finishes.
Nice finish right there from Tatum. The Celtics need to be careful here. I mean, the Heat do. This is about to. I mean, it's about to be a 20-point game.
Yeah, as Butler was saying, they like to be down, but I don't know if you want to be down 20. Nice finish there by Bam. Just Celtics get caught there.
What an aggressive move! He just went straight to the basket.
Yeah, they got caught on the switch.
But Miami needs to stop them on the defensive end. This is the problem, right? I mean, the zone hasn't really been as effective as it's been in the past.
And Brown just drives the zone again. Driving the open areas of the zone, gets a nice finger roll there with the right hand, finishes, looks like easily. Brown now
Celtics happy to trade the buckets.
Finds himself now with 21 points.
And then I think Spo's going to call a timeout here.
And yeah, this is going to be the Miami timeout here. All right, so Miami timeout. The Boston Celtics have come out firing here in this third quarter.
That was a really nice finish by Jaylen Brown. Wow. When you watch that in slow motion, it just looks more and more awesome.
Here, Kemi's saying Hero's back is sore.
Hero's back is sore. It is sore. He's the only one doing anything for the Heat. I feel like the Heat just are shooting really badly. Like Butler, 2 of 8, Dragic 1 of 6, Crowder 2 of 7. The only people that are shooting okay percentages, well, Bam's 100%, so I mean that's great. And Tyler Hero, right? There's only 2 people that are putting up or basically able to even get the ball into the basket. And you're looking at assists too. Assists across the board are pretty low, not finishing their buckets. I mean, this is worrying for the Heat. I was going to say like you're in a comfortable position being able to come back from behind, but you have to at least be expected to hit shots, and they're not hitting shots.
Well, recall in game 2 that the Heat managed to keep it close, but they were also just missing shots. They were just like they just weren't connecting, and then in the second half they finally got them to drop.
Yeah, and now it's still not connecting.
Now it's still not connecting. Yeah, but that's why Tyler Hero wears kind of that heating pad looking thing right now. He's gonna need like some extra.
Oh yeah,
He's
that's
gonna
why
need
his
some
back
extra
is so
icy
sore.
hots. Yeah.
Oh my God, Incognito! How many how many YouTube accounts do you have, man? We're just gonna ban you every time. Nobody cares. Jaylen Brown kept settling for the jump shot when he can out jump everyone on the court. Let's get the Heat in foul trouble. Yeah, I agree with that. I actually think attacking the zone like they have been in this moment has been actually pretty effective. The big reason for it being effective, of course, they're finishing at the rim, but they attacking the zone and not and basically bringing out the defense and making them always rotate has been working for them. I don't think anybody else is in foul trouble though. I think Tice is the only one.
Tice is really like the only one kind of in foul trouble. Yeah.
I think he's typically like the only one that ever runs there that ever has an issue with that.
But yeah, plenty of options for the Celtics here, so nothing crazy. Whoops, just waiting to get back.
Yeah, Jordan, I agree with you there. I do think the Heat run will eventually come, and I think it's going to come. I think end of third. I mean, the only way that the only way the Heat get into this is at some point they cut the lead down to 10. Once the lead's cut down to 10, it's a brand new ball game. If the lead's cut down to 10 where they're running into the fourth quarter, it's an absolute ball game. But I think what they're going to struggle is to even get it down to 10 because their defense is not able to actually even stop the Celtics right now. The Celtics need to start missing shots, and if the Heat would have to get back into this game, they need like the flow of the game to go against them, right? They need it to flip around. Right now, it's still Celtics momentum every single time. And also remember, the Celtics need this game. The Miami Heat don't technically need this game.
They would love it, though.
Yeah, they would love it. I mean, if I'm a coach, I'm never saying that. You got to go out there and win every single basketball game. But you can definitely tell the intensity is more there for the Celtics.
Let's see
actually, not intensity, sense of urgency.
Yeah. Let's see what the Heat come out of the timeout as Bam is going to drive this one, and
he misses his first shot of the game.
They're actually going to call a foul here. Foul against
They're going
Williams.
to call a foul. I think that's I think that's almost like a bailout foul call, in my opinion. Because I don't actually think he gets that fouled there. That's a really.
It's not
good
here
defense.
though. The first one is fine. It's right. It's the second one. It's the second one.
That was really good defense, yeah. He's pretty much all straight up, going straight to his body, chest to chest, keeping his hands straight up. Really good.
And then he decides to swipe down. Okay, Tyler Hero is back in the game, which is basically the only offense for Miami. Let's see if they try to run it through him. As another foul here, actually. Foul on Brown. Ooh, Brown and Crowder are going to get into it. A little feisty here.
Nothing's happening. They're fine.
All right.
I hope they don't call anything.
Those two are all right. Those two are fine.
Yeah. I think Jaylen Brown put his hands on him and then he slapped them away or something like that. It's fine. Just play on. It's not a big deal. No technical, no nothing. It's not needed.
Three points is not 3 points. Oh boy. Bam Adebayo. Assist, actually. That wasn't a three for Hero, but it was an assist for him. Nice pass out of the Celtic double team to get that one to Adebayo. Smart is going to work here on Robinson. Kemba now on Robinson. Kemba with the jab step gets Robinson a little bit of separation, puts it back, can't drop it.
I feel so bad for Robinson. He gets abused.
He's getting exploited defensively.
Yeah,
Tyler Hero going to go for three. Looks good, but it doesn't go. Was on line.
I think Hero did miss Jimmy on the roll there. Jimmy had a wide open lane to the basket. And then Jaylen Brown, I mean, once again, just not stopping ball, and that's going to be it's
going to be a foul on Crowder. Actually, I think this is a foul. I think this is a foul here.
Yeah, Let's see it. All right, no
Yeah, I
foul
mean, he's
yet.
coming
No
across
foul
from
yet.
behind.
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of ball there.
Oh, you're saying he's got all ball there?
That's a lot of ball. It's a lot of ball.
Actually, upon further review, I think you're right.
That was a lot of.
I needed the other
I can
camera angle. I
see.
agree.
I
Yeah.
can see how a ref would always call that a foul, though. Like if you don't have it on replay, it looks like a foul because you're reaching from behind.
From behind.
And like it looks like you're going over the guy's shoulder to block the shot, which
Yep.
is probably going to look like a foul 9 times out of 10. So
yeah, that is. Especially if you're not in front of the play.
yeah, every time you put your hand up to try to block the shot like that, and you're from behind, you're probably going to get called for the foul, even if you get all ball. Jay Crowder's going to have 4 fouls there. That's his 4th.
Yes, to go.
Would have been really bad if he got teed up, actually.
Yeah, go along with the 4 fouls against on Tice too. So both teams with one player in a little bit of foul trouble. Is this a charge or a block? Oh, Marcus Smart.
I'm going to go with a block.
Yes, Marcus Smart going to be called for a block. It's an and one for Adebayo.
Bam's having a field day today. I think the Celtics have almost allowed him to have a little more freedom and made sure. Yeah, he's not in position.
He's
yet.
Moving. He's having
good effort though. I mean, nothing. You expect nothing less from Marcus Smart.
Well, I was about to say,
the guy's going to put his words out of my mouth
because Marcus Smart's the one going to make defensive plays like that. So it's like I would expect nothing less for Marcus Smart to at least try to draw the charge, even if it didn't quite work on one possession. But it is the effort you want to see. The free throw, no good, by the way. Rebound down to the Celtics as Tatum is now going to get this step back jump shot from the free throw line, which isn't going to go. Celtics trying to rebound this one. Oh, Marcus Smart does manage to grab it, and he's sort of flailing around on the ground. Brad Stevens is going to bail him out with a timeout from the sideline.
Yeah, they're going to get the timeout there, and it was kind of a weird like the ball just kind of fell to him in his lap.
Yeah, it did.
It was. I'm not gonna say it was lucky, but it was really lucky.
Well, right place, right time. There were 3 Miami Heat down there, and there were 2 Boston Celtics, and the Celtics just want it more right now, as they are still in a commanding position here, up by 16 as we've played midway through the third quarter. So now they have actually managed to extend the lead. Miami's still shooting rather poor. They're below 40%. Actually, both from the field and for threes right now. 6 turnovers still for the Heat. 8 turnovers for the Heat, rather, only 6 for the Celtics. Celtics shooting over 50%, but again, they've taken 8 more shots than Miami. I'm trying to figure out where is the difference coming from right now.
Like the actual point difference?
Yeah. Well, other than the fact that the Celtics have made 10 more shots. Actually, there you go. There's your entire difference. But it's not from 3. It's not from 3 because Tyler Hero is still drilling it from outside. Finally, Bam Adebayo has 16 points. Now, finally, we have another Miami Heat in double digits. Fran, you pointed out that Bam has been having a field day. It looks like the strategy here in the second half is just feed the big man.
Yeah, it's been feed the big man, but they're not going to win the game by feeding the big man. They're going to win the game by getting Goran and Butler involved more into the game. I mean, if you're looking at Butler and Dragic, they're both minus 16 and minus 20. That's awful.
Yeah, their plus minus is terrible.
So, I mean, granted, all of the Heat team is plus minus is pretty terrible, but I think that's just something to take in consideration. Like, Bam's having a really good game, but at a certain point, you can't just keep trading twos. You're going to have to get defensive stops if you actually want that to work, and they haven't really been able to get that many stops during the game. Robinson actually played pretty good defense on 2 shots that he got exposed on by Kemba and Tatum, and they rimmed out, but they weren't able to actually go down the court and get those 2 points. You got to start seeing them start hitting some threes, spreading the ball, and getting their ball movement just going better. I feel like the flow of the Miami Heat offense just hasn't been there. We're so used to seeing just the high pace and the passing and the ball movement and the backdoor screens and everything, and we just haven't really seen that at all this entire game so far.
Yeah, the play here for... I'm trying to come up with a way for Miami to come back in this thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to as well.
Because the Celtics seem to have done a better job of figuring out the 2-3 zone, right? We're saying that, boy, if the Celtics can't, after seeing this thing twice and being beaten by it twice, if they can't make the adjustments and Brad Stevens can't make the coaching adjustments to actually put his team in a position to beat the zone, oh boy, there is going to be a lot of problems in Boston.
Yeah.
But they've been consistently driving it, actually. They haven't tried to shoot to break the zone. They have driven to break the zone. And still here, remember we were saying how many points in the paint the Celtics got in game 2. In game 1 it was 48 points in the paint. In game 2 it was 44. The Celtics have 44 points in the paint right now, halfway through the third,
It's
right?
insane.
And we still have 18 minutes of basketball left to play. So they have been all over the interior. And there it is, 44 points in the paint and 20 assists. Butler and Dragic on the other side, only 13 points between them. Again, the horrible shooting as Hayward is back in the game. And now the Heat are trying to bring this 3-2 zone back up and double teaming up top. But again, Smart just drives in there, going left side.
They've prioritized. You can blatantly see what they've prioritized here. I mean, it's the paint points every single time.
Tyler Hero trying to work the offense for Miami. Gets it to Robinson. And not much going on. 5 seconds of the shot clock, and Hero's just going to put up a 3 on his own. And this is Hayward.
This is exactly what I talked about during the break. It's not the normal Miami offense that we're seeing. This is way too stagnant, way too little ball movement. That's going to be definitely a foul
out
on
of
James
sorts,
Jones.
And it is actually. Again, another dribble handoff and drive by the Celtics, being much more aggressive.
And Jordan Thomas here with Jimmy Butler has been very quiet. The Celtics have been doing a really good job of stopping him. Yeah, I completely agree with that. And I think that it's been pretty obvious. I feel like the Celtics have really centered around stopping Goran and stopping Jimmy and letting the rest of the team beat them. And that's what they've been doing today, and they've been able to accomplish that as well. They've executed the game plan. If that was the game plan, I'm going to assume it is. They've executed it to perfection so far.
Yeah, basically saying somebody else is going to have to beat them. And for a while there, it looked like Tyler Hero was going to do it, actually.
Yeah, it did, 100%.
But the lead right now, 19. So Celtics threatening to blow this thing open as Jones Jr.'s wide open three-pointer is wide. Boy, if you're Miami and you want to get back in this thing, you absolutely need that one. Robinson denies the entry pass. Marcus Smart on Robinson and charge there.
Charge, yeah. I mean, you saw it coming a mile away.
Actually, as far as we've been like ragging on Robinson for his defense there, that one was
pretty good.
Was pretty good.
Yeah,
that one was pretty good. Oh, this is a little. That's a little cynical.
He just kind of.
Adebayo just put a shoulder into Williams' face.
No, I don't think that was a foul. He just he doesn't watch his like. Oh. No, it wasn't as bad as it looked. I think. Jimmy there finishes the and one.
Jimmy gets the friendly roll. Maybe that's going to get Jimmy going. You know, if you're a Celtics fan, the amount that you've held Jimmy Butler down so far this game, you don't want to see him get one like this and be like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, exactly. This is precisely what you don't want to have happen.
Let's see if Jimmy can convert it at the free throw line. He does. It's a 3-point play for Jimmy Butler there. Give him 9 points on the evening. 10 points, sorry. 3 of 9 shooting.
Oh,
4 of 5.
Almost the defense. Good
Miami
job by James
now
Jones.
Feeling a little bit more, trying to be a bit stronger in the defense.
Oh, none's going to get called for the foul there. Something that we haven't seen at all, actually, and we just called his name for the first time, is Kendrick Nunn.
Mm-hmm.
Which is odd because he's typically gotten more minutes than this in other games. I think he's been playing James Jones Jr. more than Nunn.
It's a bit of a bailout foul here for Kemba, who got caught underneath the basket, really had nowhere to go, and misses the first free throw.
This is the free throw.
Wow, indeed. Both teams are in the bonus here. We're just at 3:59 of the third quarter. Celtics managing to extend the lead, the 12-point lead that they took into halftime, currently sitting at 17 points. And Marcus Smart going to get flagged for a off-ball technical?
Did he hold him before the
ball
was inbounded?
They're in the bonus. This is free throws.
Yeah, but the foul may have come before the inbound, okay, or not. All right, it was just a foul.
Just a foul on Marcus Smart. Okay. Resuming play here. Nunn to Butler. Butler being guarded by Kemba. Butler again coming off the curl. Same play as before, except he gets it back to Nunn. Marcus Smart closes out. Nunn takes a step inside, but near the NRG logo and can't finish the two-pointer. Hayward coming in on the other side. Hayward driving in the middle.
Nice
Hayward,
move.
great pass, great dish. Ooh, hockey assist there. Jaylen Brown still doesn't want to shoot it. Gets it out to Williams. Williams will shoot it from three and no good.
He was ready to shoot that the whole time, too.
Hayward should have taken it, man. Hayward should have taken it himself. Jimmy Butler now. This is the Jimmy Butler show, but he's stripped as Marcus Smart is going to take this all the way, even though Hayward was there, and he missed it.
Really? I mean, oh my God.
Miami
what is he
loses
doing?
it. Miami gives it right back to Hayward. It's a 3-on-2. Go to Williams. Yes. No, he missed that one. Oh my. Wow, it's a mess on both ends of the floor at the moment. Somebody's got to slow this thing down in the half court. Hayward being guarded by, or Bam being guarded by Hayward, and finally we have a foul.
Go to the line
Oh
there.
my.
What was that? I've never seen two layups missed in the NBA like that.
Well, but they were just like left at the finger rolls, left at the rim.
I guess you can credit Hero with some pretty good defense on that to be there, at least in the vicinity, to distract them or something. Maybe Smart expected contact. It never came. Never know.
Just to affect, hearing the Celtics hearing footsteps.
Yeah.
Having to look twice, finally
Nice
get some
shot
points
there
on
by
the board
Bam.
here.
Hey, if you get this down to 12 or 10, you're in business if you're the Heat.
Well, yeah, that's
That's
true.
it.
Cam saying that he thought the extra rest that the Heat got would show its effect later on in the series. Well, actually, it may have helped them earlier on in the series, actually. Kind of go deep into maybe why the Celtics kind of couldn't really go as deep into the first
You
two
think it's,
games.
Like, evened up now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Makes sense.
Hayward being guarded by Hero up at the top. It's a 15-point margin. We'll see what we end up here. We got 2 minutes and a half left to go in this third quarter. Kemba. Heat back into their man defense, and that three-point shot is no good. Rebound down to Adebayo.
Bam may get 20 and 20.
Dragic going to drive on Williams.
Woo!
Dragic going to put up a
Dragic
little
was
runner.
Oh, a butter floater right there. Maybe that's the thing that gets Dragic going a little bit.
Maybe. You can see Miami trying to get touches for both Dragic and Butler to get them more involved in the game. Hayward
Nice
working on
defense by
Hero.
Hero.
Great D by Hero. Forces a tough
Oh, that was
turnaround
really
jump
quiet.
shot. Hayward can't connect. Chance here maybe to go to down to 10 if the Heat manage a three. Dragic is going to drive in. Dragic is going to up and under, leaves it short, but it's a foul.
Also, Oz, let me know if the mic is any better now. I may have just...
You
I don't know
totally
if I-
moved it away from your mouth, by the way.
Was it away from my mouth?
It was.
Okay, that's
All right,
probably
you're
why.
back now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's what it was. My bad. It's weird because it's like I'm so used to it, like not being in my line of sight,
Oh.
and it's like in the line of sight, which is annoying.
Goran
But
Dragic averaging 27 points so far in the series. Only 8 points tonight. Make it 9 with that.
hey, Jordan, you getting nervous?
you...
Well, he's cut down to 12, man. This isn't looking good if you're a Celtics fan. It's not trending the right way. Interesting. Wait, why are there so many Lakers fans in the...
I don't know.
What?
10 points.
Why are there so
into
many
the-
Lakers fans on the TV? That's so weird.
How are we still in the game? I mean, it is only an 11-point lead, so the Miami Heat have now effectively cut into the Celtics lead.
That's a turnover.
That is a
Yeah, off his leg. Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
That is a turnover here. Chance for Miami.
Wait, Kem, you're a Heat fan, right?
Chance
I
for
think-
Miami to pull this thing into single digits.
Oh, jeez, you almost smacked Kelly Olynyk in the face
Yeah, there's a bit of a collision there.
at the end there.
Yeah, Kem is a Heat fan there, so. Dragic
Yeah, I have no
almost
idea how
walked.
you're in this game. I actually have no idea.
Tyler Hero actually hasn't even scored in this quarter.
Yeah, it's since the yep. Now Goran's trying to get going. He's going to shoot that one. It's not going to go, but James Jones gets a rebound. Maybe Hero can hit it.
They have a new
Hero's
shot
going to
clock
drive
here,
all the
10.
way to the basket. He's going to try to finish with the left. Can never tell with this angle,
but
he
it
finishes.
goes.
Dude, that angle, they got to turn that thing off.
Yeah, that was a really
it's
terrible
so
angle.
hard to
I had
see.
no idea whether that shot was going in or not. Kemba mid-range
Ooh,
jump shot
nice.
finished. Beautiful.
And that's Kemba. That's his spot. That step in
That is
Elbow, free throw
patented
line
Kemba.
jumper.
Flush it right there.
Oh my God,
to
Kelly.
Olynyk. Olynyk for
Oh.
3. No, too strong. Rebound down to Miami. Maybe. No, going to the Celtics. Oh, ow. Tatum just takes out Dragic, but it's a blocking foul.
I'd say it's a really good play by Dragic. The fact that he breaks up the potential fast break, and this could have been called the charge.
Yeah, let's look at it again. I wonder if
this
is something they want to charge. This is nuts. Look at how high off the backboard.
He's also it's funny. Look at him afterwards. He also rolls his ankle, but look at him afterwards, or you can't see it here, but he doesn't even look at it. Like he's not looking at the ball, even like go into the basket. He already starts running down.
Tatum at the free throw line because both teams are in the bonus at the moment. So 12 points is the margin. Tatum trying to make it 13 with the next shot. 43 seconds left here in this third quarter. 16 points for Tatum tonight. And Tatum does manage to connect on that one. So it's a 13-point margin so far. 2-for-1 opportunity for the Heat if they woe quickly and if they want it. Heat content to just run their offensive set through Hero. Hero going to drive left again. Oh, just turns it over. Gives it away to Hayward. Tatum is out on the run. Tatum
he calls such
a
late foul.
Oh, but you just got to give it to him at that point.
Yeah,
this is a terrible foul.
That's such a bad foul. You can't do that. You have the game right within reach at 13 points, and then you're about to blow it up to 16. You can't do that.
Miami, which had a run in them, and the Celtics have kind of squashed it here for the time being. Nunn just kind of backs it. There's no way. He's totally beat. There's no way he's going to get there.
That's a terrible foul.
Yeah. I mean, free throws by Tatum being underrated. I mean, not at all, though, because basically the Celtics have had the opportunity to score the last 4. Well, he made it, right? So they've gotten 3 free throws here, been able to extend the lead. It's a 7-0 run for the Celtics, half of those which came on free throws. In the last 40 seconds, Miami will have the final shot of the half. Ooh, but no, they won't, because Kemba forced it off of Dragic's leg.
I don't know what Goran's doing over there.
Kemba with the strip here. Kemba with the active hands, and it just goes off Dragic's foot.
Yeah, it's totally it's Kemba's ball.
Final shot will be for the Celtics.
No, it won't.
No, it won't. It'll be for Miami. Another turnover. Whoops.
He gets fouled.
Early.
Yeah.
Wow, he's going to get fouled again.
He totally got fouled by somebody at least.
He got fouled twice. I think they're going to call smart.
These fouls at the end of these games, or at the end of this quarter, has been so bad by both teams.
They're going to get smart
so
for
bad.
This.
The Nunn foul, needless. This one, needless.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in the bonus.
Yeah, they're just giving away free throws.
Yeah, literally handing points away. Are they? Wait.
Are they
What's
looking
going on?
for like a review if this is intentional or something?
He totally trips him.
Yeah, he does trip him, but smart
is it
backpedals.
because he's bleeding?
Oh, there's blood on the court.
Oh, blood rule stoppage. That's what it is. Okay, got it. He's bleeding. Yeah, his mouth definitely looks bloody.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree. His lip looks swollen as heck, too.
10 points for Dragic so far on the night. It's been low scoring for Goran.
Really he misses it.
Oh, yeah, no good there. He's got to recalibrate himself here. 1.8 seconds left. Yeah, crazy, right? He leads the game. He leads the team with 22.2 points per game. Pat Riley wearing the mask upside down.
Yeah, they're all wear it upside down. It's weird.
Either that or they were made incorrectly.
Or they were made wrong. Yeah, because it's a weird precedent.
Yes. But they were
you're telling me that they're all going to purposely wear the mask upside down. I feel like the league would say something about it, but I think the league just made them upside down.
They may have just made them wrong or something, and they're like, well, we don't have time to remake them, so
yeah, we can't redo these, so we might as well go with that. So here we're going into the fourth quarter. I thought that the Heat were in a way better position about literally a minute ago in game time, not real time, but about a minute ago. They were in a really good position. They got it down to like 11, or got it down to at least 12.
9.
It was a weird turnover. It was a bad turnover by Hero, a bad foul by Nunn. It was insult to injury, and the lead's back up to 15. 15 is not the worst thing in the world. You can still get over that in the fourth quarter, and the Heat did show that they can go on a run to beat that as well. So here Oz is hitting us with some foul trouble numbers. Tice is going to have 4. Smart has 4. Grant Williams has 3. For Miami, it's Adebayo with 3, Crowder with 4, Dragic 3, Robinson with 3. So foul trouble, not actually a problem for really any team. I think they're doing okay as of right now. Yeah, this is definitely the first time you've ever scored the Heat in the third quarter. Yeah, fact.
Yes, it was, because
totally
in game 1, the Heat won the third quarter 35-23, and in game 2, they won it 37-17. So the Heat have basically been outscoring you by anywhere between 13 to 20 points here. And Boston, they only outscored them by 2. So still, a win is a win. Once again, Boston really just hammering it home in the paint so far. 50 points in the paint for the Celtics.
It's a good question, Cam.
Let me think.
I don't know, because the Celtics clearly made adjustments. They wanted to get it to the paint. They sort of figured out how to break down the 3-2 zone a little more, and it's been more effective. And they've kind of managed to stop Butler and Dragic as well, and just kind of made the Heat play through Duncan, play through Hero, and play through Bam. So I think it's gone according to plan as the Celtics wanted to. So yes, they're winning in that sense. But the Heat have shot themselves in the foot with these needless turnovers. They're not hitting shots that they typically hit. So I think it's a combination of both. I know that's probably not the answer you're looking for, but if anything, I would say that the Celtics are probably winning this game, or what the Celtics are doing to win this game has impacted the Heat so negatively that they're losing it.
Heat with 12 turnovers so far. I agree. The Celtics are going out and winning this game merely because they have to. They have to.
Yeah, that's also true. The effort plays and everything like that are all in favor of the Celtics too. There's been way more effort plays and steals and diving on the floor, all from the Celtics, less from the Miami Heat. So in that sense, yeah, you're right. I mean, the Celtics are winning it. They are putting their best foot forward here, knowing that if they lose this, it's pretty much over. So
Miami, the first 2 games were effectively 1- and 2-possession games that the Heat went out and won from the Boston Celtics. They went out and they took it, bar none. Credit to the Heat, because they were down in both halves. They went out and they got the job done. Here in Game 3, the Celtics the onus has been on them. They have been the ones that have had to make the adjustments to Miami's zone. They have made them today. The return of Gordon Hayward has helped the Heat be a little bit bigger. They've been able to play some different lineups to get more people rest as well. They're getting the 50-50. They're hustling to the ball, and they're making it happen. So I give this one, the Heat had to go out there and win it, and so far they are doing that. It's another rebound here for Jason Tatum. He has the double-double with rebounds. 3 more assists would give him the triple-double, because he's got 20 points and 11 rebounds right now at the moment, as we resume play here for the final 12 minutes of this Game 3, with Miami leading 2-0, Boston trying to make that 2-1. Kemba, a little behind the back dribbling, gets it out to Hayward. Hayward's going to go here for 3, gets Hero in the air, and Hayward connects. Beautiful 3-point shot by Hayward. Hero just kind of went flying there on that possession, and Bam, trying to collect this pass, finds himself underneath the basket, trying to repost now. Bam going to go in with the nice little mid-range shot right in the restricted area and gets it to go. So Bam can have his points, Tyler Hero can have his points, but as long as Dragic and Butler are not having their points, looks like that is something the Celtics can live with. Tatum pulls 2 Miami Heat defenders. There's going to be a man open, and it's Brown. Gets it back to Tatum. Tatum's going to take a slightly deeper 3. Oh, and it goes! Swish that one here! 19-point advantage, 2 3-pointers to open up the fourth quarter. If you're a Celtics fan, you love the way that the team has come out here, and they're just trying to put Miami to bed right now. Tice, Bam! Again, 2 points for
I
Bam,
mean,
but
they're
right now you're
trading
trading twos for
baskets, but they're
threes.
trading twos for threes. So it's pretty much impossible to get back in the game like that.
22 points for Bam on 9 of 11 and 12 rebounds. He's got his double-double. Tatum's going to drive on Tyler Hero. Going to spin right, and Tatum's going to finish. The Celtics have hit their first 3 shots of the fourth quarter. No let-up here for Boston. Butler on Gordon Hayward and Olynyk diving in, but it's going to be a foul on Tatum away from the ball.
I think it's an off-ball foul.
Off ball, foul on the floor.
This is the spin move here by Tatum and the finish. It's beautiful. Great control. Guy's whole body under control. Everything's under control there. Fantastic move by Jason.
Jason Tatum with 25 points so far on the evening. Dragic has hit double digits, but Butler does have 10. As Bam tries to turn around jump shot, that one is no good. Rebound to Tice. Celtics with a slightly taller lineup on the floor right now with Tice and Hayward both in there. Tatum crossing over Bam and Bam on the floor, and it's a charge.
Oh, wow, they call that one a charge. Interesting.
It looked like Bam. I thought Bam slipped.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't think that much contact was created. We could be wrong. Let's see the replay here.
I mean, all right.
I guess.
All right. Okay. All right. Oh boy, keep going. Dragic with the left-handed 3, no good. Rebound down to Tatum. Miami only hitting 2 shots here, both from Adebayo. Miami has not really managed to get the 3-point shot to work, and this one they're going to call a block.
They're going to call a block on that one. Out of all that, though, that was a block.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Oh boy, Dragic has just been having a rough night.
Yeah, it's a poor guy.
And Spoelstra will challenge.
Asking for the review. Yeah.
Spoelstra will challenge this. Oh boy, it hits him a little high.
I think the fact that he hit him so high, I think that's why it's going to be overturned. I don't think it's actually going to be overturned because it was a charge. I think it's going to be overturned because the contact is up on his head.
Man, Dragic is going to need to go visit a dentist when this one is done.
Yeah, dude, the guy's gotten just absolutely demolished today. I feel so bad for him. He's had someone on him pretty much 24/7 in the game. It's been a tough game for Butler and for Dragic. I mean, both of them only being able to get up 9 shots a game. I mean, that's way below their averages. That's not where they necessarily want to be.
And the Heat currently shooting in the low, actually shooting in the high 30s, 31% from 3, which is actually not that far off to where actually in game one they shot 44% from 3. But in game 2, they didn't shoot it particularly well. They only shot it at 31% from 3.
The Heat, you're saying, or the Celtics? Oh, okay, the Heat.
Similar shot percentage there, but they did shoot 50% or 44% from the floor.
Yeah, at the 6-minute mark, if it's still this wide, I would expect Spoelstra to throw in the towel 100%.
Yeah. Let's see. Leaders for the Heat right now. Bam Adebayo with 22. Dragic is the next. 20 for Tyler Hero. Dragic is the next one, down at 11. Then Butler with 10. Nothing from Iguodala and nothing from Nunn. We see a much more distributed scoring on the side. Actually, never mind. The Celtics' big 3 have shown up today.
Yeah, the Celtics' big 3 have done the entire scoring for the entire team.
25 points for Tatum. 24 points for Brown. 16.
I would say the role players have done what they needed to do, though.
Yeah, you got 8 points from Tice. You got Marcus Smart with 7. Gordon Hayward's got 6 in his first game back in almost a month. He's got 4 rebounds. He's got 3 assists. And Gordon Hayward has 3 steals. Gordon Hayward has 3 steals. Miami there with the 12 turnovers.
And that's one of those actually key steals was right before the third quarter, actually, and that was the one where he stole the pass from Tyler Hero.
Okay.
In that moment,
to be fair, Hero kind of just threw it at him.
Okay, yeah, but he was in the passing lane. He was where he needed to be. So I mean, he's made an impact. He's made an impact strongly throughout the game so far, even though he has limited minutes and hasn't much as he usually should score. But I mean, he's still coming back from an injury, so you got to give him time.
Also, speaking about Miami, but different sport, the U currently up 13 points on Louisville at Louisville. There in football. This is college football.
Oh
Quite
yeah,
an
they're playing.
impressive.
Dude, I always forget college football is going on.
Yeah, it is. It's sort of an impressive scoreline there too, up 17 points there entering the fourth quarter. There for Miami, giving Louisville a tough go at Louisville. Of course, home court advantage really doesn't matter when there's no fans. So there you go.
Kev, they get tested all the time. But yeah, it's a good one. Jordan, great to see Gordon Hayward playing this confidently. Yeah, 100%. Missing the shot.
Let's see what we get out of the review.
I'm late. I'm late for a very important period of time. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, Mark, has not been that much of a close game, and it will be considered a charge.
Flipped, yes. That call, the review was successful by Spoelstra, and so the play was flipped, which means now Duncan Robinson is going to shoot for three, and that glances off the rim. That was a terrible-looking shot. Crowder for three also can't hit that one.
Why do we just why are the Heat just chucking things up like that?
Or they've been hitting the piers. Oh my God, Derek, beautiful. Nicely done. Both. Well, we know that Miami can't hit South Beach, although Orlando isn't that far away. Tatum with the jab step on Robinson. Tatum, that shot comes up short, rebound down to the Heat. Heat have to get something going, and they have to get it going now. They're down by 19, and it's 8:20 to go. Hero.
Like the ball needs to be in the scorer's hands.
Crowder from the outside, no good there.
Not. Like I personally, as a Heat fan, wouldn't want. I think Wanamaker's going to shoot that one in the corner. Like as a Heat fan, I wouldn't really want like Jay Crowder to be the guy like putting up the most volume shots right now. Like it needs to be Jimmy, and it needs to be Hero and Robinson.
It's Hero playing point guard at the moment, but these are all quick shots. They're happening within the first 10 seconds of the shot clock there.
Yeah,
Robinson can't get that
insane.
one either. Tatum driving. Blocked, actually stripped by
defense.
Butler.
Wow.
Maybe they're going to get something here. Actually, Tice stops the play. His fifth foul will stop the transition. This is a smart play, actually.
Smart play. Even though he's got 5, I would say you should do that. That's a big brain play right there from Tice.
He will stop Miami's transition. Not going to let the Heat get anything going in transition or anything easy. Going right to the bucket, yes. It's not clear path or anything. There were Celtics defenders back. Tice will take a seat with his fifth foul, and Cantor will come in to replace. No, actually.
There, Jimmy gets his bucket. There it is. Good move there on Marcus Smart, kind of discarding him with the body, and then comes back on his right to finish the layup.
This is panic from Miami taking too many threes. Yeah, it really is at the moment. Miami's just got to settle in. Down 17, 7 minutes to go. I mean, I've seen crazier things, but there, Duncan Robinson. Oh, Marcus Smart
makes it. It rolls in for Marcus.
The soft rim for Marcus.
Where's the foul?
All the reaching.
Is it before?
No, it's all the reaching.
There isn't reaching. He got the ball the whole time.
No, but he's like doing like this thing over here. It was the body contact. It was a foul. It was a foul. Smart connects at the free throw line. The 3-point play is good, and here it is, the 20-point lead here as the Celtics hit the century mark at the 7:10 mark. Hero playing point guard for Miami. Ball basically going to have to flow through him. Gets it to Butler. No Dragic on the floor at the moment. He's a little banged up, so we'll see if we see him back in the game. Robinson to Butler. Butler driving in, trying to get down low, and he will. And one. Yes, and one for Butler.
I mean, now he's coming a little more alive on the offensive end, something that the Heat really needed in the third quarter. I feel like Butler's kind of been that go-to person in the third quarter, and he just never really got going. Yeah, this is too much like LA Denver, Mark. Completely agree. It's I have to say it is somewhat disappointing to have to do 2 games in which the lead's like 20 points back to back, but it happens.
It's basketball.
It's basketball. It happened. We actually didn't really recap that LA Denver game at all. We might have a couple
Oh,
thoughts when we
poor
get a
pass.
stoppage here. Yeah, this is out of bounds. Turnover by the Celtics here. Wanamaker trying to go get that pass across the baseline. Didn't quite get enough zip on it and goes right out of bounds. .637 to go in the fourth. Celtics sitting on a decently comfortable 17-point lead. I don't know, maybe. Although the turnover story
somewhat.
has now sort of evened out. Butler trying to go for three again very early in the shot clock. The three doesn't go down. Yeah, the turnovers are pretty much even, but it's too little too late. Problem is that the problem is that the Miami turnovers, or the ones that Miami has caused from Boston, have all been dead ball turnovers. You saw earlier when
that one right there.
This one and Crowder.
That's the problem. They get them in live ball, and we said this earlier. It's the points off of turnovers is that you can actually if you can actually convert those into points.
It's 26 points for Brown off of that turnover that just ends up going the other way. Honestly, I couldn't have scripted it better. It's like he gave me my the Celtics turnovers have all been majority live ball turnovers, and they've been just taking them for easy runouts. Look at this, great hands.
Just been like lazy play too. I think it was in the second quarter when the leaks got a little larger too. It was just kind of like lazy play there was like 3 or 4 possessions. It was just laziness, and it was complete. It was the reverse. It was like the Celtics were like had all this energy out of nowhere and all this type of thing, and just like the Heat did the first 2 games. And I think that ultimately ended up being the catalyst for the Celtics to win. It was that weird stretch where the Miami Heat had like 3 or 4 turnovers in a row, and it was turnovers into fast break points. It was just kind of a disaster for them.
Yeah, it was right there when Miami had the lead down to 9, and then the Celtics just put their foot down and said, "Not this time." And so far, they've been playing a really exceptional game. I mean, they saw what Toronto did to them, for pushing them all the way to a Game 7 after winning Game 3. They basically got to think, well, we can do that too. So here they are in Game 3 as Robinson finally gets a three-pointer to go. Lead down to 14. Let's see if Miami can manage another turnover or at least a missed shot. Might make this slightly interesting.
Sort of makes it interesting, yeah. Maybe. They need to get a stopper, as you said, a turnover here.
Kemba working on Robinson's. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Looks like he's going to jab step him, and no, he's just going to drive in. Beautiful
There's
drive.
no help. There was no help.
Beautiful.
I think that's why.
Go for it.
I think that's why Spo called the timeout. Did he call it?
No,
he didn't call a timeout. But yeah, there was no help there on the defense. I mean, he literally was right there. And then, yes, they are going to call that timeout now. I mean, that right there, I mean, that's a moment when Spoelstra's just like, Mike, you didn't even come over and help for that. And we're watching this replay right here. Duncan gets beat off the dribble. Butler stays home. Hero watches straight to the cup. Nobody's there.
Yep.
Jack, brutal loss for Miami. I don't think they can come back for. Yeah, I don't think so either. It's a 16-point lead right now. I think this is maybe where Spoelstra throws in the towel, puts the subs on, just kind of lets the games go. Rest his better players and just kind of moves on.
I don't think he will. I think he's going to play the team till the end. Honestly,
maybe he does. Maybe
I think he's going to play. I think he's going to play his folks all the way to the end. But do not despair, Miami fans. It's 3-1. Next game, actually, there's going to be plenty of rest for both teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of rest, actually.
Yeah. There's a lot of rest for both teams. There's a game tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern time. It's going to be Game 2 of the LA Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. There'll be no game Monday night. That is because of Monday Night Football. And then we will resume streaming this series on Wednesday night with Game 4. And it is going to be 2-1 after this game here. 2-1. So the game last night, we called it, Fran. It was a bit of a blowout. We thought perhaps with the extra day of rest, the Nuggets might actually put up some more, competition. They wouldn't just sort of throw Game 1. Yep. Really wasn't the case. The Lakers came out, especially in that third quarter. They didn't even wait for the fourth quarter. They came out of halftime and they just blew away Denver. It was otherwise a decently close game, but a lot of foul trouble for the Nuggets. What are your takeaways from last night's game?
Yeah, so one of the biggest takeaways from last night's game is I personally don't even feel like I can accurately analyze the game because we didn't actually see the Nuggets at full strength at all, basically throughout the entire game. Jokic was in foul trouble for, I would say, entirely the entire game. They were trying to get into his head. They were playing little like antics things here and there with Dwight Howard and him, getting him in foul trouble. I would say 2 of the early fouls were not even fouls at all. And the other commentators on the TNT stream also agreed with us. I mean, it was a little ridiculous, and it kind of went against Jokic, kind of the Nuggets for the entire game. So I don't want to put too much emphasis on it. I would like to see how they're actually. I would like to basically see how they go moving forward when they're not in foul trouble. It was very similar to the case of like the Celtics and the Toronto Raptors. That first game was like really hard to actually like analyze because Pascal was out for the entire thing. So it was like really difficult to understand like how they actually wanted to play and go about playing. I think this is my only thing, but at the same time, I mean, AD popping off is just they
30
want
plus
it
points for AD.
real bad. Yeah, exactly. And Jack Ritter, I still got the Heat in 6. I think Celtics should probably win the next game, but coming off the double-digit win after resolving whatever the players had argument. Yeah, I agree. And thank you, Kev, for hanging out with us. Have a nice night. I know it's getting late, and it's kind of a little bit of a blowout, I would say. But if you guys are enjoying the content or anything like that, want to be notified when we go live, just hit the follow button on Twitter or on Twitch, and then the subscribe button on YouTube. It is free of charge. But I would have to say here, I think the extended rest between the games is actually going to help the Heat.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I actually think it's going to go the other way. I don't think the momentum's actually fully going to swing in favor of the Heat or the Celtics. I think this is a game that they're all going to look at and be like, "Wow, we actually just shot terribly and we played really badly, and we know what basically happened." To make us lose this game. So I think the Heat are still going to take extreme confidence as Duncan Robinson throws up an absolute brick.
That is that was bad.
Probably not to actually call what he did. Hey, good night, Mark Hathaway. Thank you very much as always, popping in chat and hanging out with us.
Yes, wanted to thank all the viewers across both Twitch and YouTube platforms. Thanks for a great evening. It's a bit of a blowout here, but Tatum will miss that one. Still a 16-point game. I don't know if Miami can make anything of it here. Within the last 4 and 20, but we will take it all the way down and see what happens. Ooh, assist by Hero. Bam's going to get fouled on the way up, so he's going to have an opportunity to score at the free throw line. Yeah, I did think sort of last night's game was a bit of an aberration, although, I mean, the Lakers just look dominant. The whole, like, the thing with Howard and Joe, I mean, Howard just manhandled Jokic, which is, like, not the best kind of basketball you want to see, because it was just like, it wasn't really basketball. It was all like just like really manhandling physical play when they weren't even
weird.
playing. Just bizarre. Yeah,
it's really odd.
But anyway, I agree though, Cam. Not into manslaughter unless we're playing Among Us, in which case playing imposter is a lot of fun. And
that game is great, by the way.
It is great, right?
Like, absolutely incredible. I think it's such a simple game. Jay Crowder's going to go baseline, drop it off for Duncan Robinson. Robinson's going to hit
Robinson, oh dear. All right, so it is a 12-point game now with 4 minutes to go. Jordan here, the resident Celtics fan, saying it's not over.
Yeah, he's freaking out, I bet you.
Maybe the Miami fans packed it in a bit early, but Tatum, their Celtics are going to need to score it here to really kill the momentum here. Marcus Smart going to put up a 3-pointer from long range front iron.
Score. All right. No, if they get a bucket here, I'm going to say it's game, but
this is going to get interesting. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero. Oh, he had Jimmy Butler, but he doesn't want to get him the ball. Hero for 3, actually. Hero puts up that doesn't go. Saved by Crowder. Great effort. Now he's double teamed. Hero picked up his dribble. He's got nowhere to go with it. Crowder gets pushed, and Miami's in the bonus, so it will result in free throws. What a bailout. What a bailout.
Yeah, I was going to say, what was the shot clock on? The shot clock's got to be below 6, and you got him on the baseline you have him on the side out of bounds with the back to the basket, and you're going to foul him?
What a bailout here.
Jeez.
Crowder's got to hit his free throws, though.
Yep, he does. He's been off shooting the 3 tonight, but hopefully from the line for Heat fans, he can knock these down, and maybe we have a game.
I'm telling you, Spo's going to keep this regular. He's playing, man.
This is so interesting because he does. That's so funny. His shooting motion, the people actually pass to him like in the top corner.
Oh, I
He's
see.
got
'Cause it's
such
so
a quick
quick.
release. That's
Well,
insane.
we mentioned that the other night, right? When there was that really crazy shot over in the left-hand corner that he got off the assist. Crowder
Yeah.
hits both free throws. It's a 10-point game with 3 minutes and 27 seconds
All
left to
right.
go. Miami's going to have to pull out some defensive stops. Let's see if the Celtics get a little tighter, if they can bring this ship home here. Tyler Hero on Kemba. Kemba
Great
step back.
defense.
Great defense by Hero. Kemba can't get off a shot. Gordon Hayward in the
4
corner.
seconds.
3.
Gotta shoot.
Kemba's going to go for 3. Kemba!
Kemba! I think that's game.
Kemba Walker with a massive shot right here at the 3-minute mark. Ooh, to Adebayo. Adebayo going to finish? Did they call a foul? No, they didn't.
Wait, I thought the guy I thought the ref under the
The
basket
ref at the
raised his hand,
baseline
right?
raising
he
his
totally
hand.
called the foul.
What? Jimmy Butler, right place, right time. Gets the rebound and the
So
points. 11-point margin here. 2:40 left. Still,
Yeah,
Miami
it's
can play
still-
defense. Tatum. Is he going to put the dagger in for the Celtics?
2 seconds.
2 Celtics again. They're just draining shot
Yeah.
clock. Smart. Beautiful floater. Hero got to go quick. Hero finds a rim way to the basket. Oh, that's offensive goaltending.
Yeah, it's got to be offensive.
It's
goaltending.
either offense or defense,
Yep.
but the shot's going to count.
I think this is it for the.
The ball
for
was
the
on the
Heat.
rim. Who touched this first?
Oh wait!
It's
No!
Hayward. Oh, they
Whoa!
gotta look at that.
Whoa! They can't
No,
look at it,
no,
but
they
it's
gave it to him. They gave it to him. It's 11 points. It's 11 points.
Oh,
It
it
leads
is
11.
an 11-point game.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I was about
11.
to say it was going to become a 9-point game.
Hero for 3. No, off. Rebound to Cantor, a fellow Kentuckian. Kentucky? I don't even know.
Dennis Cantor went to Kentucky.
Yes. Of course.
Really?
For sure, man.
I had no idea.
Kemba, mid-range jump shot, front iron, rebound Smart. No, rebound Adebayo. So did Adebayo. There's like Kentucky's all over the floor right now, man. It's actually pretty impressive.
I guess he did. Oh, he only went there for 1 year?
Yeah. It's one and done.
I don't remember him at all in college.
Celtics might be safe depending on what happens on this possession. Minute 28. Celtics going to run another 10 seconds of clock. Kemba. Ooh, Kemba almost stripped. That goes out of bounds. Yes, it goes out of bounds on Kemba. Now remember, there is such a thing as the miracle minute, which Duke pulled off against Maryland. But
Yeah, I don't know if the Heat are necessarily going to be pull something off, but I mean, if you're a Celtics fan, you had to sweat the last couple of minutes on this one.
if he can hit a 3 here, boy, it would get interesting. As Duncan Robinson going to try to.
Oh,
Duncan Robinson!
He does
hits
hit the
it!
3. Okay, we're at an 8-point game.
Boy, you can still play defense here, though.
Yeah,
8-point game with a minute and 8 to go.
because you only got shot clock. That's a
Oh,
charge.
wait, that's an offensive foul. Oh, Jaylen Brown, what are you doing going high? And Duncan Robinson is asking to review it for a flagrant. No, that's actually a total. Actually,
dude,
no, the
I don't
second one
know.
hits. Okay, in my defense, the first one was total acting job. The second elbow, the right elbow, does come down and hit him in the face. The left elbow totally missed.
I don't know if that should be a flagrant foul call, though. I think I've said it before, and I want to be consistent. I don't think the rip-through move when you hit someone in the head like that should ever be called a flagrant foul. Because, like, Duncan Robinson has his head there. Like, he's in the cylinder of the... Actually...
No, his head is
really
not.
in the
His
cylinder,
head is not in...
Yeah, his head is not.
His
I'm watching
body
this
is in
again.
the cylinder.
His body is, but his head is actually pretty far away from it. I mean, I'm good with the charge call on this. I don't think it necessarily needs to be a
with the
flagrant.
charge call. I don't think you should promote the foul to a flagrant one.
Yeah, I don't think it should be a flagrant one. I mean, I'm not sure where the flop is.
I'm not a fan of
Like he avoids the first elbow.
Yeah, he avoids the first one. I see a lot. What I don't like about this set of rules is that like it seems like players are fishing for this call.
Yeah, exactly. Because they know it can. Oh, hold on. I kind of want to listen to Steve.
Oh, Steve. What does our friend Steve have to say?
He says it's a flagrant foul.
Oh,
He says it's a flagrant one because it's an elbow to his face. That's the problem, though.
Yes,
when they've
because the way
changed the
it's
rules
written-
like this, anytime the elbow goes to the face, it's gonna get called. It's gonna get called a flagrant one. I think this is just a charge. Like it's hard because I
This
just don't
is
really
a
agree with these
huge
rules.
call.
But hey, this game kind of got interesting at the end. This did not turn out like the Denver-Miami game or LA game.
This is a huge call. It is an 8-point game. If this is in fact a flagrant one, that will send Miami to the free throw line. It will send Robinson to the free throw line for 2. Then it will give
he
Miami
gets to
possession.
shoot 2, and then they get the possession. So 7-point game. There's a possibility this gets
8-point
cut
game.
down to 4.
8-point game. 8-point game.
Yeah, exactly. He hits 2, and then they score a bucket.
5. Yeah. No, you said
Yeah.
7. No.
Dude, I said 4-point game. It can get cut down to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You can do math. You got it.
Yeah. No, because you said it was a 7-point game. I was like, no, it's an 8-point game.
I meant to say it was an
Yeah.
8-point game, though. Are they just looking at this? We've already looked at it 10 times.
I know we have. We've already given you what the call should be. We've already given you the call.
Yeah, so
Oof.
in NBA rules as of right now, this most likely would be called a flagrant one. In my head, and Retz's as well, as have we grown up with basketball,
He's fishing for the
this
call,
should be a just charge and a
Yeah.
regular foul, in our opinion.
which would just be a turnover, even though Miami's in the bonus, but it's an offensive foul. So,
It's not, they don't get to shoot.
boy, the Celtics really gotta harden up here and they gotta get through this next minute.
Hold on, he's going to say the call. Flagrant one. There was significant impact, and the action by Brown was unnecessary. That is why it was deemed a flagrant foul.
Oh my God! Give me.
Not that we
break.
necessarily agree with that. I don't really agree with that. I think that's just a charge.
Oh,
But
Lord.
that's the problem. Like, I've grown up getting hit in the face with elbows, like every time, just getting a concussion, never getting a charge call. Like, I would get
Are we
a charge
playing
call every
basketball
single
or are
time.
we playing basketball? Like what? Wow. Okay.
Because it's either that or like change the flagrant foul rule. Like, don't give them the 2 shots and the possession. You know what I mean? Like,
Sends a 93% free throw shooter to the line for 2 freebies.
oh, he misses it.
Oh wow, he missed the. That is yeah. This is a terrible time to miss free throws. Not that any time is a good time to miss free throws, but especially
That's a
now.
ball don't lie moment. Don't worry.
And he does hit
Because
the
it
second
wasn't
one.
supposed to be a flagrant.
Miami will get a side out of bounds right in front of Spoelstra. Both teams have had the opportunity to talk this over. Spoelstra's definitely had something drawn up here. It's a 7-point advantage. Can Miami bring it down to less than that? Will they go back to Bam? No, they're going to go to Robinson. Don't need the 3. Looking for it. Bam has a free lane to the
Free lane,
basket, and
yep.
smartly doesn't
Good.
foul
They can play
him,
defense.
actually.
They can play full defense here.
Yes, they can. It is a 5-point game, and it's a full court press. They're trying to get
Got to get it over. He's got to get it over.
Trying to get over the timeline. It's 8 seconds,
my
right?
God.
And he just barely gets it. Marcus Smart puts that in. It's a blocking
Ooh,
foul
they call a
called
block
against
foul.
Robinson. Smart will find himself at the free throw line.
Is it? I should know this.
It's 8.
It's 8, right?
I'm pretty sure it's 8. Yeah.
He was 1 second away then.
Yeah. He got it. It's just like 1 second. It's just 1 second.
Yeah, that's
Barely.
such a bailout call.
Smart for free throws here. Can
Maybe
he
not
make
a
them
bailout
both?
call, but just a bailout in the sense of
Still a 6-point game. Marcus Smart, perfect for the line tonight. 3 of 3. Let's see if the announcer's curse gets him. And
It
he
does
goes,
not.
Does not. Goes 4 of 4.
I think
Spoelstra
Spo's gonna
will
call a timeout, right?
Yes.
Yep.
He's going to advance the ball. Bless you. Oh, Lord.
sorry.
Frank needs to get tested.
I'm good. I'm all right.
Spoelstra's going to advance the ball. Miami will have 1 timeout remaining when this is all said and done.
Yeah, this is this turned into kind of at least a somewhat interesting or at least enticing end of a basketball game. I didn't expect it to get to this point. To be 100% honest with you.
47 seconds on the shot clock. Don't need the 3. should only take it if they get an open shot. My guess is that they will try to create something for either Hero or Robinson, and then have Bam as the other option cutting to the rim.
Yeah, exactly.
20.
Jordan's like, yeah, we were up by 20, and now it's like a contested game. And that's why I was saying I don't think the momentum's technically on Boston's side. Like, yeah, it is because they won this game, but the Heat, like, knowing they can capably do this and bring it down from like 20 points to this just gives them the confidence for the next game to know, like, going into at least the next game, like, yeah, look what we did. Like we were able to do this.
It's
So
crazy.
I
Miami
don't
firmly
know.
believes that it can win this game right now. You can just see it.
I don't think they ever believe they're out.
Nope. Dragic now back in. He's been on the bench for a little while there. Couple hits to the hits to the jaw tonight. All right, what do we got here? My call is that it's going to be either trying to open up a three for Robinson or Hero, but then Bam might be the other, the version. There is no Jimmy Butler on the floor. Crowder back to Hero. It's a quick three for Hero, and that's going to come up just short. It's an air ball. Oh, that is not the result that Miami wanted, but Spoelstra wants them to hold up the full court press.
They're going to trap out of it too.
Trap Marcus Smart? No. Can they get this up to Hayward? Yes. They're going to have to foul here.
They're
going to have to foul. Timeout, Brad Stevens.
Yeah, right before the steal from Robinson there, actually.
Yeah.
That was a really good...
Why you not have Jimmy Butler in the game? What?
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Why wasn't he in the game for that shot?
He wasn't in the game for that play at all.
For that possession, that was pretty weird.
Wow. Okay. It was just a quick three from Hero. I mean, he got a good look at it. Basically just gave it to Crowder, and Crowder gave it right back. Just came up way short. Maybe tired legs here at the end of the game. Again, a reminder, both teams will have the opportunity to rest until Wednesday. We'll bring you that game 4 on Wednesday right here on Real Life Sports. We're going to come to you tomorrow early for the Liverpool game, and that will be it for us until the Wednesday matchup.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are not able to do Tuesday games, and we were planning. We had it on the schedule to do the game 4 on Monday, but fortunately, with Monday Night Football, that does not allow us to do that. So the next stream we'll be able to do after tomorrow's stream is going to be at on Wednesday.
Yeah, NBA is going to get the day off on Monday, actually. So Jimmy Butler on the bench still. Boston ball. Boston's going to have to inbound. Let's see if Spoelstra goes with the strategy here of fouling. Oh, the Cowboys. We got a Cowboys fan. That is crazy.
Our dad
loves
Cowboys tomorrow. Do we get Cowboys on Thursday night?
I
hope.
Yes.
At some point we'll have is it on the schedule?
I'll have to look.
We Jordan Thomas, we actually, not starting week 5, we're able to show the actual game. So you'll be watching the game with us actually commentating over it. Like if you were watching like Fox. So we'll starting week 5, we'll be doing all the Thursday night football games. So I'm hoping that the Cowboys have a Thursday night football game, so then you can watch and tune in for that.
It might be it's week 13. It's Cowboys Ravens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Cowboys Ravens.
Yeah, Cowboys Ravens.
Wow,
that is actually a really good
matchup.
Game. That is a great matchup for a Thursday night game.
13 then.
Wow, Lamar Jackson going to be Lamar Jackson.
Oh, we get to call one of Lamar's games. Let's go, dude.
It's going to be sensational, actually.
It's going to be awesome.
So make sure to follow us on the Twitch side of things and the YouTube side of things, because we can actually show all the content live on Twitch. We won't be able to show the content live on YouTube, but we will be able to do it on Twitch. So we got to switch platforms for that one. Bam Adebayo here's at the free throw.
Bam's almost closing in on 30.
Yeah, well, he's got 26. I mean, it was Bam and Tyler, and basically Dragic and Butler really not their best games. Only 16 seconds left as Adebayo will hit both, but Miami's still playing a high press, still trying to, still fouling here, actually. They will foul Marcus Smart. Robinson will, and Smart will go to the free throw line. This is probably going to be it for the game, though, Fran. Takeaways from game 3.
I think the big takeaways here is that I think the Boston Celtics clearly came in with the game plan. They wanted to pound the paint. They wanted to go there. They have most of the points. I think more than I would say like 40 to 50% of all the paints in this game, or all the points in this game, have been in the paint. The other thing too is that they basically were able, or over half. The other thing too is they were able to lock down Butler and Dragic. Granted, albeit Butler scored a few at the close to the end, but it was kind of garbage, not garbage time minutes, but I mean, kind of easy buckets. But they were basically able to lock them down for the entire game. They were able to actually up their defensive intensity to cause turnovers. But the key of causing those turnovers was actually getting those turnovers to turn into points in transition. That's exactly what the Celtics did. Those three things is what got them the W.
Celtics with 19 points off turnovers. They had 60 points in the paint tonight, efficiently breaking the Miami 3-2 zone that had given them fits in the first two games. A refocused Celtics team comes in and gets the job done here in game 3 to avoid being down 3-0. So now the Eastern Finals will be 2-1 in favor of Miami after tonight. So yes, over half the points will be scored from the Celtics from the paint. A fantastic game from the Celtics all around.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Jordan. Yeah, whenever the Celtics don't have to play against the half-court set of the Miami Heat, it always works out for them. I mean, that's basically where they're able to thrive. In this game, they didn't really play against the set zone or even the set defense at all that often, which was the difference maker.
Really great contributions from the entire team for the Celtics tonight. Jaylen Brown with 25, Marcus Smart with 20, Jason Tatum with 25, Kemba Walker with 21. 4 Celtics players up above the 20-point mark. A spectacular performance by Boston tonight. Way to get it done. Way to regroup. And we have a 2-1 series.
Yeah, we have a series now. This one I'm going to expect to most likely go to 6 or 7 games. So thanks for tuning in, everybody, today. Really appreciate it. Jordan, Oz, a bunch of other ones, y'all in the chat. Thanks a lot. Always coming through us. And see you on the next one, Boston 7. Yes, we will see you. We'll see you next Wednesday for the next game of this series. Remember, tomorrow we are doing the Liverpool-Chelsea match at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, and then we will be off on Monday because there's no NBA games, and then we'll be off on Tuesday due to schedule conflict, and Wednesday we'll be back with the Heat and the Celtics. So thank you very much for all of you today in this lovely Saturday evening.
Set your fantasy lineups. Don't get caught out with that one.
Don't forget.
Stay safe, everybody, and stay healthy. For all of us here at Real Life Sports, good night.